They said a 9-7 score can't be that way because it's a sudden death in overtime. So if Aberdeen won, it would have been 8-7 as opposed to 9-7. Last night, of course, we mentioned Huron beat Yankton 7-6, and it was Brookings over Sioux Falls, won by 5-1. So entering play for tonight, Brookings at 15-1, 30 points. Owyhee right now at 14-0, 0-1 with 29 points. And yet they trail the Rushmores at the Rushmores 2-0 right now, fairly early in that game. Then you have the Rushmores at 13-3 with 26 points. That's how tight it is. Sioux Falls 2 at 12-3 with 24 points. So the top four teams separated by only a couple of wins. So it's a big game tonight as far as Owyhee and Rushmore's, but a big game here as Watertown tries to maintain that number 8 spot or maybe move up a notch with a win tonight against these Yankton Bucks. The Lakers, of course, 4-12 overall, and in league play, they're 3-5 at home and 1-7 away. And they will not end up with a winning road record or a winning, home record either, because they have just a couple of games left. And 2 of those 3 games they have left are on the road. And of course, right now, they're 3-5 at home. So it'll be interesting to see how things go tonight, but it'll be a couple of interesting goalies. Owen McBride, the junior, gets the start of the nets for the Lakers. And Keenan Wagner, only a freshman, he is 3-8 on the year, and he will get the start tonight for the Yankton Bucks in the opening game here. So we look forward to that. If you look at these two teams, the Lakers have been outscored 88-46 over the course of the year. 29-16, they've been outscored in that first period. 33-11, and then 26-18. They have 1 goal in overtime. Meanwhile, for the Yankton Bucks, they have 55 goals they've scored this year. 118 they've given up. They've been outscored so far 35-20 in the opening period. They've been outscored 38-16 in the second period. They've been outscored 44-19 in the third period. So they've been outscored 118-55. So both these teams have some interesting statistics, Jim Lloyd, as far as these two get together. But the other interesting fact about all this is Watertown has 7 shorthanded goals this year.
That's pretty neat, isn't it?
That kind of cool?
Yeah. So you like to get 1 or 2 of them a year, right?
Yeah, you really do. So we welcome you to the Reliabank booth on this Saturday night for hockey. Nice crowd, nice student section on hand. Nice, of course, to have parents here. It is a senior night, and so we look forward to that. Look forward to this matchup. The JV game went 6-3, Watertown over Yankton. The girls' game this afternoon ran a little late. They went to overtime, and they played the whole 10-minute overtime. Watertown and Brookings a 2-2 tie, but I'd have to feel psychologically that was a win for Watertown. They came in 5-8-1, and Brookings was 9-4. But the Lakers, of course, and the Rangers, if you will, were scoreless after 1. Watertown led 2-1 after 2, but Brookings tied it up with 3:43 to go, went to overtime, and ended up in a 2-2 tie. So it's been another busy Saturday of hockey here at the Maas. And of course, some hockey, of course, tonight being brought to you by the good folks at Leif Harrison Realtor, also Cowboy Country Stores, Elite Drain and Sewer, Larry's Lumber, Sioux Valley Co-op, also Reliabank, Prairie Lakes Healthcare Systems, Tower Systems, plus of course Cashway Lumber, Burger King, as well as White and Comus. So we look for an interesting matchup tonight as far as these two teams are concerned. We mentioned that earlier today it was Aberdeen over Sioux Center. We believe it's 8-7 overtime. Owyhee trailing the Rushmores right now 2-0. They're playing out, of course, in Rapid.
3-1, Jeff.
Oh, 3-1 now.
That's
Rushmore's
a 6 o'clock game.
lead.
That could be in the third period. It's a 6 o'clock.
Okay,
3-1 Rushmore.
Watertown hosting Yankton here. There were no varsity girls games last night. And of course, earlier today, Sioux Center over Yankton 9-2. Watertown and Brookings with that 2-2 tie. So a lot of hockey going on. An exciting time of year as we get down toward the end of the regular season. Who's going to make the state tournament and who's going to match up with whom in the state tournament when we get to that point. Our next broadcast after tonight, of course, will be next Saturday night when Watertown's at Brookings. Watertown girls play their final home game tomorrow, 1:45 here at the Maas. They'll be hosting Huron. And, of course, Watertown's game tomorrow will be at Sioux Falls 1. That'll be about 1:45 in the afternoon.
Right.
And then, of course, they play at Brookings next Saturday night. So we're down to the very tail end here. And then, of course, we look at the state varsity girls tournament here at the Maas. That'll be March 5, 6, 7. And, of course, it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Watertown, and, of course, we hope they make it. The boys will be the following week varsity tournament. That'll be in Sioux Falls. First 2 days at the Iceplex, Shields Iceplex. Final day at the Denny Sanford Premier Center.
Won't that be fun for the boys to go to that big arena on neutral ice? I think that's a great venue. And I know the folks at South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association have been working a long time to get that done, and they finally got the boys to play over there. I think it's fantastic. It'll be really good for that tournament.
Yeah, so should be quite interesting. So we look forward to that broadcast for the future. So we'll bring you all 11 games of the varsity girls tournament here. We'll bring you all 11 games of the varsity boys tournament in Sioux Falls. John Winkler from Pierre will join us. We'll bring it out also because the Pierre station, or maybe two stations in Pierre, the Brookings, I believe KBRK, and of course right here 1480, will all carry the games, shall I say, live.
Yep.
All 11, and then you can also stream it, and you'll be able to watch it wherever you are also.
Yeah.
So we're pretty happy about that. Three of us converging, and three different stations in a sense.
And this year, unlike other years, we'll be the only voices in town. In the past, other entities have done some of that, but we're going to be the only live stream and the only play-by-play going on for both of those tournaments this year. So we're lucky to be able to do that. It's a lot of games, and it's going to be fun. Everybody will be able to tune in from their hotel rooms for driving in their cars and be able to catch the whole tournament. So it makes it nice.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So we look forward to that. Lakers tonight will be in their road black, actually.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that. We did the little brother, little sister introductions, and we were in the black. I don't know why they're going to black tonight.
I don't either. And then, of course, they introduced the two seniors, which, of course, are Parker Sheehan and also, of course, Kyler Kranz. Both are seniors playing their final home games on this Maas Ice Arena. And, of course, when you get to a senior game, a big deal. And then, of course, a couple years down the road, you go, that was kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. And there's a lot of emotions for those senior parents tonight, because this is especially if it's your last child in hockey, because all those weekends and the camaraderie with the folks that are in hockey comes to an end.
Yeah, abruptly.
Yeah, it comes to an end, and most people say, well, geez, now I don't have to go everywhere all the weekends, and I can save gas, and it's all different. But you've lived that lifestyle for so long, and when it's over, it's kind of weird.
There's a void.
You bet. There's a huge void. And as much as sometimes you can complain about it, you really enjoy it because it's what you do, and it's the next step. For your child is no longer going to be on the ice, and they're going to move on, and it's a bit of a big deal. I remember going through it with my two boys. It is a big deal.
Well, and then of course, if your parents and you no longer have any kids in hockey or whatever the sport may be, you might get together some night in the living room and look at your spouse and go, "Who are you?
Where have you been?
I used to meet you coming and going all the time." So it does. And then of course, if you have tapes, I'll use the word tape. I'm gonna show my age here, but tapes or whatever videos. Of the games, you can go back and look over the years. But if you don't have any of that stuff, you go, I wish I could go watch them do something now.
Yeah. There's a long time ago, I was told as a young parent of mites.
Enjoy these years.
Yeah, enjoy these years because they do end. And guess what? They do. My boys have been out of this game already, for one of them for a year and one for 2 years. But man, it goes fast. It seems like they're mites and all of a sudden they're senior night.
Yeah.
And it does happen, but it's good though. It's good to see your kids take that next step, and mom and dad just have to adjust. But the biggest thing is it's a lifestyle change for the parents and the families. It's a lifestyle change. Now what do we do all winter?
Yeah. Now, do me a favor, if you would, real quick. Run down to the ice and get about 3 pucks. So we can chuck a puck.
Jeff and I have been trying to win this chuck-a-puck thing that they do between the second and third period.
All year long.
And we can't win. We can't get the proper pucks up here. And we sure would like to win, you know.
Game tonight brought to you, of course, by Designer Homes Ready Built. Also Investment Center, Schultz Insurance, plus, of course, Trans Insurance, Technicolor, Concrete Dakota, First Bank and Trust, Crestline, Mid-Continent, as well as Brian's Glass. Jeff and Jim with you, and let's bring in the coach. Evan Witty's all jacked up. He's ready to go. He's so fired up for Parents' Night, Senior Night, it's hard to keep him contained. How you doing?
You know, that was doing better now that we decided to play the third period of that JV game. So,
oh, that's right. You're still reeling from the JV game yet.
Yeah. That was kind of a rough first 2 periods, and but they were able to battle back and get the win. So that's a win they needed to have their chance to go to state. So
yeah, 6-3, big win. Yeah.
Yep,
well,
big win.
Kind of similar for you last week when you played Yankton. You were ahead at one point in that game, I believe, 3-1 into the third period. Next thing you know, it's tied 3-3, and you're thinking, oh boy, but you ended up winning it 6-3. So that was a great comeback too, in a way.
Yeah, and I've preached it all year, and we're still yet to do it where we can put 3 periods of hockey together. If we do that, I'm confident in our boys. But that's where our struggles have been. Hopefully tonight we're going to see that happen.
You played Yankton in your last game. It's back-to-back games with these guys. What do you know about them?
You know, it's a good squad. I think they're underestimated. They have their big number 11. Just a great player, explosive speed. They like to just basically cherry pick them up in the neutral zone. So we have one of our guys that has a special job tonight and to take care of him. But they're definitely. They got 3, 4, 5 guys that can get it done as well. So we have to play. We can't just worry about him. We got to worry about the whole team.
So it really appears to be, on paper anyway, as a good matchup.
I hope it's not, but it seems like they all end up that way whether we want them to or not.
Yeah, that's true. Now you're wearing your road uniforms tonight. What's the story there?
Oh, the seniors, Parker, one of his jobs as the captain and the senior is that he picks a theme night for every home game. So tonight was blackout night, and Yankton was good enough to honor that request. So we appreciate them doing that for the boys, and a little something extra for the seniors tonight.
All right, sounds good. Anything?
Yeah, Coach, you're a ways from the end of the season, but you have to, at some point, you have to start thinking about the tournament. I mean, are you guys talking about that yet, or do you take one game at a time? Or what's your mindset right now?
It really, I would say it's actually 1 period at a time. I really preach that, we kind of got off track and we were starting to look beyond a little bit further than we probably should, and we started having guys doing things trying to do things too much. So really, I've really focused on each individual doing their job best of their ability, and if we do that, the outcome will be there, and we'll find ourselves having a spot in that state tournament.
Good.
And that's the goal.
Yeah, you've been real consistent with that all year, that it's 1 period at a time, and let's take 1 game at a time.
Yeah, you have to. We're young, and it's one of those, there's some of those things that in an older team you can be a little bit more aggressive and trying to get in their heads and, making them go after that win. But really, with this team, it's just worked best, like I said, 1 period at a time.
Well, great. Well, you've played with a lot of freshmen this year, a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors, but they really have moved up a class by this time of the year. They're really considered, in a sense, the next level up.
Oh, absolutely. Our young guys have really done a great job. I think most people in the stands, if they didn't know any better, they'd have a hard time telling the difference between some of our seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. Yeah. And that's a credit to the hard work that they put in, and and the rest of the coaching staff believing in them, the other kids believing in them.
Yeah, I think you're right, Coach. You have a lot of young teams on this, and I don't ever remember this many freshmen and sophomore on a varsity squad since I've been around Watertown hockey, but I don't believe that you guys have gotten outskated at 1 single game.
No, I think there's definitely periods we've gotten outskated.
Sure.
But yeah, I think we've proven in every game that we've played that we can play with anybody, and that's what I tell those guys, long time ago I was on a team in '96 that won a state tournament, and a lot of people don't realize we finished that season with 3 wins and we're still one game under 500 for the year. So all we need is a chance.
That's right. That's right. That's a great attitude.
Yep. Good luck. Go get them.
Yep.
We'll talk to you after the
Sounds
game.
great. Yep. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach. That's interesting, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's pretty neat perspective that, all we need is a ticket, So so the Lakers will be looking to punch their ticket, to get into the next 3 games here now. It's going to be important for them.
Well, now you typically think of a Yankton hockey team, basketball team, football team as wearing bright red.
Right.
Tonight, Yankton comes out with the white sweaters, the black breezers, the black numbers, Bucks across the chest in red in the front. And I was expecting a team in red.
Yep.
And here they are in white. Will be quite a contrast.
But the good thing for us, though, is what, Jeff? Look at the numbers.
Look at the
numbers. Look at those big, bold numbers. Those are great numbers for old eyes.
For young eyes, too. That's exactly right. So we look forward to the Bucks and the Lakers tonight here at the Maas. And again, the girls tied Brookings earlier today, 2-2. That was a big game. JV boys won 6-3. That game concluded just a little bit ago on senior night. Again, one of the better crowds we've had all year long. They opened up here at the Maas. Of course, South Dakota's been open all year as far as COVID and things like that, but they had opened up that section up above last week. And so that's a lot more fans to get in, and we appreciate that.
This is a great crowd tonight. I just kind of took it all in, and this place is pretty full, Jeff.
It is. So this is great. We are happy to have you with us, Jeff, and of course Jim, and back at our studios, Nick, and I have a feeling also Kurt is with us as well. Game brought to you by Moffitt Engineering, Plains Commerce Bank, Culligan Soft Water, Hometown Building Center, Tower Systems, and Prairie Lakes Healthcare System as we broadcast live from the Reliabank booth here at the Maas Ice Arena.
And Jeff, we have a parent that's far away tonight that's listening to us. Missy Anderson, she's in the Virgin Islands and listening to Watertown Laker hockey.
Isn't that cool?
It is cool. There's a couple kids out here, Austin McBride and Owen are her sons, and that's it's kind of neat that we can broadcast that all the way to the Virgin Islands.
I suppose that she's sitting there with a Mai Tai enjoying the hockey game.
Yep. And she might be sunburned, Jeff, right?
She might be.
And she's going to peel when she comes back. So, Missy, nice to have you aboard tonight from a long ways away.
Exactly. So we look forward to that. All right. And everything I think we've covered pretty much.
We have some referees tonight, Jeff, don't we?
Oh, yes, we do. Do you have the names?
I don't.
I have them on my sheet here, some way, shape, or form. What did I do with them? Hang on, I've got 28.
I bet I can take a guess at a couple of them.
Well, Parker Riddle is one of them.
Yep. And
hang on.
Sam Schrader, I bet's another one.
Another one. Josh Sterrett.
Yep, we've seen him before.
Strand. Matt worked the girls' game. He will work the boys' game as well.
Yep.
So Matt Strand, Parker Riddle, Sam Schrader, and Josh
We had a little time tonight to spend a little time during the JV game with the referees in the referee room, and that's always an interesting bunch. They always kind of a neat take on the game and how they talk about the game versus how you and I might talk about the game. It's kind of interesting, and they do a good job as usual.
Exactly. So we look forward to that. Both teams will really play 3 lines tonight.
Yep.
And both teams will pretty much play 6 defensemen in actually 5 in Yankton's case, and probably 5 in Watertown's case also. So we'll have a full complement of teams. McBride, of course, Owen comes in 4-12. And he's given up 83 goals, a 5.43 goals against average. I think he's a better goalie than that. And of course, Keene and Wagner, whom they're really excited to have in Yankton. And of course, he's 3-8. His goals against average a little higher at 5.17. Actually, they're pretty close in that regard. But they're pretty anxious and see how this young man matures as a player, because I think he's got great things going for him with still 3 more years of varsity experience.
Yeah, that's exciting for any program when you get a young goalie like that can contribute that early. it's a big plus.
Now, in between periods tonight, we will talk with both seniors, Kyler Krantz and also Parker Sheehan.
We are.
And then we'll probably talk a little old-time hockey, if I can put it that way. Go back, maybe turn the clock back a little bit and talk a little bit later on with Vince Foley.
Old-time hockey.
Vince is happy tonight because his Notre Dame Fighting Irish came from behind to beat Wisconsin 6-5 in a shootout. And the Gopher fans are happy because Wisconsin, Notre Dame knocked Wisconsin off after Wisconsin won last night. The Gophers won both nights, so they pick up 2 points on the Badgers.
So we're going to talk old-time hockey versus new-time hockey, right?
It's still a great sport.
Yeah.
All right, Bucks, of course, defending the goal to our left. You should check out your radio dial. Watertown Lakers to our right.
We're going to salute the board. We got a special guest in the house tonight for the singing of the national.
Oh, let's take the microphone down.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And nicely done, the singing of the national anthem. Settle back. Hope you enjoy the broadcast for tonight. Watertown and Yankton, right here on 1480 KSTR, or go to Watertown YouTube and we'll get that on the air for you as well.
That's kind of neat. That was Kyler Krantz's mother singing that, so great job.
Yankton Bucks in their road white. Bradley Clark gets a start. He is a junior at one wing. As we get the starting lineups for you. What do you lose, a sheet?
Public address announcer there, just announce one at a time. That's all right, that happens. He's going to get a standing ovation, I think, all by himself.
We're back. Let's hear it for number 8, Ashton Rankin.
Ashton Rankin. Thomas Weiner. Zach Weber, so he may have changed things up on me just a little bit. Okay, and of course Dawson Velick, Ashton Rankin will be on defense. Keenan Wagner gets a start on in the nets for the Yankton Bucks. All right. Watertown, of course, will be introduced, as will their little Laker friends.
And now, let's introduce your Watertown Lakers. Everybody on your feet. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, let's hear it for number 3, Parker.
Parker Sheehan gets the start tonight. He has 5 goals, 2 assists. The senior defenseman gets the start with his little Laker trailing him. And Blair Boomsma gets the start tonight as well. I don't think he's doing this in any particular order. Tyler Krantz, the other senior at center, has a goal and 3 assists so far this year. Austin McBride gets a start on defense outside of Parker Sheehan. 2 goals, 2 assists. And Brayson Bowling gets the start as well. 6 goals, 2 assists on the year for the sophomore, and in the nets will be Owen McBride, the junior, who has won 4 and lost 12 on the year. As he throws a t-shirt into the stands, and we'll be about set to play Watertown Lakers hockey. It's really kind of a state tournament atmosphere up here tonight, isn't it?
It is. You know, there's a great crowd tonight. It's all blacked out. The Lakers are wearing solid black, and pretty neat crowd tonight. One of the things we like about the little arena, the little Maas arena, is that it does get loud in here from time to time, and I expect tonight will be the same.
Thomas Weiner will be facing off here. To his left, of course, will be Zach Weber, who leads almost the state in goals with 26. To his right will be, of course, Bradley Clark, who has not scored a goal yet this year. The Lakers countering, of course, with Sheehan on defense, and also McBride. Blair Boomsma will face it off here as we get set to play hockey from the Maas on Saturday night. The opening tip grab by Yankton. They dump it into the Lakers zone, and McBride comes up with it, plays it off the far board. Knocked down, of course, at center that time by Velick for the Yankton Bucks. Bucks take it over the line, but it's snaking away nicely that time by the Lakers. They lose it in the neutral zone. That was by McBride. Goes after his opponent. They clear it back to the neutral zone. Lakers get it. Picked up that time, of course, by Weber. He is a man they're going to have to really watch tonight. Parker Sheen comes up with the puck, loses it against Weiner. And, of course, they go after that loose puck in the Lakers zone. 30 seconds gone, just underway. Scoreless right now. Watertown hosting Yankton. Shot out front was broken up that time in traffic. Knocked down in the neutral ice area, picked up by Velick, plays it off the far rail. Lakers get on that loose puck, though, in over the blue line. This, of course, is McBride looking for a backhander. Takes it to the corner, lost the handle momentarily. Takes a check that time by Blum, and the loose puck comes out here along the near boards as McBride goes after that loose puck. Picked up, of course, by Kapla, K-A-P-L-A. Lost the handle, goes after that loose puck. Picked up here in the zone, picked up here now by Weber. Weber's back, a 2-on-1, skates to his right, lost the handle as he got the puck to the right side of his stick. Comes back out here, Yankton with a shot out, broken up in traffic. Goes into the far corner over there, and is picked up, of course, by the Bucks, and that was Koster, K-O-S-T-E-R. Loose puck, and the Lakers get to it with a 1-on-2. Back they hurry the other way. Skating in that time was Workus, dumped it off, shot on the way, a little bit high and over the top of the cage. Rebound comes out along the near board. 15-20 to go here in this opening period of play. Lakers keep the puck in the zone. They hold the zone, put a shot on it, kicked out that time by the goaltender Wagner. Loose puck goes into the far corner over there. Lakers have it right now along the far side. That's Beebe. Beebe with the puck looking for a centering pass, broken up that time by Weiner, picked up by Sheehan. Sheehan goes left side, puts a shot on, and it goes off the skate that time of Weiner. He takes it back behind his own net in his own zone. Picked up by the Lakers. Bramer knocks it up high in the air. Yankton goes after that loose puck. Bramer gets to it, lost it in the slot. Picked up by the Lakers. A shot bowling. Stick save or pad save made by Wagner. Another one kicked out by Wagner again. Nice couple of saves by him. And a backhander that time by the Yankton Bucks. Abbott back out to the blue line. And they pick it up there, but the Lakers knock it down. Abbott couldn't control in his own zone. Trickles across the blue line. Lakers get over there to it, nevertheless. And that, of course, was Allard. And Watertown has that third line out there right now with Allard, Riefenberger, and Bramer. Loose puck over there in the neutral zone goes into the Lakers zone now. And back to get it, of course, will be Parker Sheehan. Abbott was the one that dumped it in. Cross ice pass that time for Allard. Dumps it back out front. Goes off a stick that time of Kapla. And then it's back into the Yankton zone. And back to get it, of course, will be Wenish. Plays it around the boards that time. And, of course, Allard stays with it. Stays with that loose puck. They take it back behind the Yankton bench. Should say the Yankton, net. And it's stopped there. The shot to the side of the net and stopped that time by Keenan Wagner. 13:42 to go. Scoreless first period of play. 3-1 Lakers with a shot selection on goal. And Boomsma will be out there right now. To his left will be Bowling. Defensively, Foley out there along with Evans. for the Lakers off the face-off. Lakers actually win the draw. Played around the boards over here, kept in by Evans. Plays it deep in the corner. Wenish plays it around the boards to the far side. Foley gets to the puck over there. Lost the handle, picked up by Yankton. Then the Lakers knock it down center ice. And they knock it across the blue line. That was Bowling. Back in. Wenish picks it up. Rink-wide pass a little behind his man he intended for Toms. Comes back into the Yankton zone. Lakers with the puck right now. Bramer looking for a centering pass. Finds Bowling. Bowling takes it back. Watertown holds his zone. Steps inside, knocked away. That gets back in the neutral ice area. Losing the handle is Evans. And he goes after it against Weber. Weber's so important because he has 26 goals on the year. Far side over there was Bowling, picked up by Yankton. They keep it in, trying to find Weber deep in the slot. Couldn't do so, plays it around the boards, looking for a centering pass. He had Clark right there. Clark picks it up, takes it back behind the Laker net. 12:48 on the clock, a scoreless first period of play. Foley goes battling after that puck behind the Laker net over there. A little shoving and grinding down there. Lakers pick it up that time. Comes off the stick there of Kranz. Loose puck back out front. Lakers try to bring it up, and they do in the neutral zone. They knock it down. Controlled that time, a collision at center ice. Picked up here by the Lakers, skating in a shot on. He scores! Blair Boomsma gets his 6th goal of the year. Blair Boomsma at 12:22.
Blair Boomsma picked it up in the neutral zone there. I think it was off Foley's stick. And he was off to the races. He had a head of steam when he grabbed it. And there was no doubt about that one. He found the back of the net right away. And you got to like that one to get off with 12:22 to get off 1-0 start.
Exactly so. So the face-off circle is Kapla. And back in, of course, unassisted, I do believe. And of course, it went off the skate that time of Ferguson. Dumped it in. The Lakers put a pressure on. Backhander that time. Wagner knocks it down. They score again! I think it was Beebe that time that gets the goal at 12:01.
Yep. Green took that down, and he's the one that made the magic right up in front of the net and got a little rebound off of a backhand shot.
5th goal of the year for Beebe.
Beebe, point blank.
So the Lakers explode for 2 goals here early as Weiner in the face-off circle. Back in the loop zone, Beebe getting the goal.
Yep. Assist by Green.
Okay, Green gets
Beebe from Green.
And the Lakers dump it back into the Yankton zone. They have to scramble just a little bit here now, as the Lakers keeping the pressure on in the Yankton zone near side. Picked up by Beebe. Beebe with a puck along the near rail here. He is Sheehan trailing at the point, trying to pick it up and getting out of there. Was it Clark dumps it in the Lakers zone, and Owen McBride slaps it out to the neutral ice area. Picked up here, of course, by Bramer. Bramer stick handles the puck, lost the handle, got it back, plays it back into the Yankton zone. Toms will back to get it that time for the Bucks. Velik back there defensively as well. Loose puck along the near side. This picked up by Evans, getting a backhander, and it's kicked out. Oh, it was up in the air. And
thought it was in.
Wagner was out of position just a touch. As it turns out, picked up here by Evans, puts a shot on, broken up in traffic, and Yankton will clear it away back to the neutral ice area. Toms looking for Wagner, who got beyond the defense, but Yankton was offside, fortunately, for the Watertown Lakers.
Yeah, I would say fortunately, Weber was off to the races there.
Yeah. So 10:51 to play in this first period. Lakers with a 2-0 lead. They have a shot selection of 7-1. Face off just outside the blue line, Watertown blue line. Green facing off here against Abbott. And the loose puck picked up here by the Lakers. They win the draw. Evans, backhander in the neutral ice area. Picked up by Yankton. They'll play it ahead, but back to Evans in his own zone. Long lead pass, too far that time for Bowling. Going back to get it will be Wenish. Plays it around the boards, picked up by Bowling. Had a man right out front, Bowling. Actually from Boomsma, but he couldn't get the stick down on the puck. Picked up here by Yankton. They flip it ahead back in the Lakers zone. Abbott goes after that loose puck along with Sheehan. We have a whistle at 10:25 to go. Period number 1. The Lakers up 2-0.
Coach alluded to that a little bit at the beginning of the game, is that Yankton likes to run somebody out and then they like to flip it down to him. That's exactly what they were trying to do that time with Abbott. He was gone, and they were trying to flip it over the top.
After the icing call back to the right of Keenan, Wagner in the Yankton zone. Lakers win the draw, but it comes back in the Lakers zone, picked up here by McBride. McBride, cross ice that time for Bowling, a little far. Picked up here, of course, by Bergeson for the Yankton Bucks. Lakers clear it away, then Bucks get on it. Abbott plays it back in the Lakers zone. Back to get it will be Parker Sheehan, plays it around the boards that time. Abbott gets to the puck, looking for man trailing on the play coming down there. That, of course, was number 21, and that was Coster. Couldn't get to it. The Lakers get to it instead. Shot on that time. They tried to find the loose puck, and they score!
Nope, they're going to wave that one.
I think they will wave
Yep,
that off.
that was Bowling. He hit it with his hand.
Okay.
He had his stick up there, and the Wagner was completely out of position. That puck was about head high, and Bowling hit it with his hand and into the goal.
So
referee saw it.
Coming outside the Yankton blue line will be in the neutral zone with 9:43 to go in this first period of hockey.
Bowling's over there talking to the referee, saying, "I didn't hit that with my hand." He said, "Yes, you did."
Well, Green was defending him too, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, they're going to talk about it a little bit. The referee's going to make sure they get it right, but that was the right call.
BB will will face off with Kapla. Just over the blue line, Lakers actually win the draw. Backhander by Foley, knocked down, picked up, knocked down again. BB plays it back in the Yankton zone. The Bucks drop it there. They stop it. Yankton gets on it. This is the Lakers. Evans puts a shot on, and
he scores. He scored, Jeff.
I didn't see that puck get into the net, but he did. Evans.
He actually backhanded that into the pad of Wagner, and it came back out, and Evans hit that between his legs and got it to go. Max Evans with a nifty bit of stick handling there. He actually reached between his legs and pushed it into the goal.
8th goal of the year for Max Evans, so it's now a 3-0 hockey game. Abbott off the face-off circle. He gets it left side over here, and that, of course, for Yankton is Kapla. Puts a shot on, broken up in traffic, and getting back to it, of course, centering past that time for Tums. And it was Coster. Coster wears 21. Loose puck out here, and going after that loose puck far side, Beebe. Beebe takes a check into the boards. Back to get it, of course, will be Toms for the Yankton Bucks, but Beebe takes it away. Lakers putting a lot of pressure on. Yankton breaks away with the puck to the neutral ice area. Now it's picked up here, of course, by Toms. Poke checked away. Gets it back to his blue line. Here's a pass broken up by Workus. Comes back here. 8:43 to go in the period. 3-0 Lakers. 9 2-shots on goal, but mostly on the scoreboard. Picked up here, of course, by Kranz. Back in the Yankton zone. Now they come away with the puck. This is Weiner in over the blue line. Winds up with a shot, but he fanned on it. Loose puck goes back behind the net. The Lakers break it out. Long pass broken up by Weber. Puts a shot on as a man right there, and they score.
Nice pass by Weber.
Weiner. Weiner gets the goal.
From Weber. Yeah, I thought Weber was going to wind up between the circles there, but he pushed a pass down over the Weiner. That was a nice play by the Bucks. A lot of patience by the senior captain making that pass.
That comes at 8:15, and if you were Yankton, you needed that in the worst way.
Yep.
Picked up by the Lakers off the draw. That's Green. Lost the handle. Abbott's in there in the Lakers zone. Bumped off the puck. Nevertheless, far rail comes out here and is picked up by Velik. Velik loses the handle, plays it back to the neutral ice area. Lakers are on that loose puck. Right there is Bowling. Somebody lost his stick. Picked up by Boomsma. Across the line. Velik gets to it. Lakers get to it. They fall down. Loose puck trickles into the corner. Picked up now, of course, by Abbott. Lakers hold the zone at the point. Shot on that time, and McBride broken up in traffic. They loft it into the Lakers zone. Evans goes back to get the puck for the Lakers in his own zone at 7:35. Long pass ahead. Loose stick gets in the way there. Abbott with the puck along the near rail. Plays off the far rail that time for Weiner. Looks like it should be Weiner, but that's okay. Long pass ahead this time.
There's that stretch pass that coach was talking about.
That's right. That stretch pass for Reichert. He couldn't quite catch up with it. And the Lakers Bowling gets to it, plays it back in the Yankton zone. Near side here, comes up over the glass out of play. We have a stoppage at 7:09. 3-1 after one period of play. Now Yankton last night was in a shootout with Huron. That Huron was 4-4 after one. They've got 4 goals already in this game. We still have 7:09 to go in period number 1 on senior night.
So what you're saying is don't count them out.
No.
Not at this point.
Workus in the face-off circle right of Wagner. He against the Yankton Bucks. And I think that was, let's see, that was Blum. His pass left side here. Long shot over the top of the cage. Rebound comes way back out. Yankton tries to step it in. Can't do so. And Foley goes after that player with the puck right there. That, of course, is Tom's. Coming up with it, the Lakers. This skating with the puck right now is Sheehan. Parker in over the blue line, playing this final game on this ice. Loose puck here, kicked back out to the neutral zone, picked up for the Lakers. Pass ahead left side for Foley. Foley leaves it now in terms for Green. Green down the right side with the puck, takes it back behind the Yankton net, runs into the official. And the official's trying to get out of the way. There's no place to go. Comes back out here. Lakers get to it. A shot on in traffic, broken up. Yankton breaks away. They lost the handle. Reichert couldn't get to it. Picked up here by Wenish. Here's Max Evans, puts one on. Stick save made that time by Wagner. Far side, picked up over there, of course, by the Yankton Bucks. That's Velek. V-E-L-L-E-K. And loose puck picked here by Evans. He's been a hounder tonight. Puts a shot on in the slot. Backhander that time, broken up in traffic. Another backhander that time. Where is the puck? It's under Keenan Wagner, apparently. And 5:55 to go in this first period.
Max Evans' stick is on tonight, isn't it, Jeff?
Yes,
Man, he
is.
has had some nifty stick work.
So it'll be over here. Tyler Kranz facing off for the Lakers. Shot right on, and Keenan. Wagner makes the glove save. Nice shot that time from Evans from the point. So Wagner and Kranz here. And Wagner goes after that puck, or Zachary Weber, I should say, not Wagner, but Weber. Weber with 26 goals on the year. He's a good stick handler, great speed, puts a shot on, broken up in traffic, comes far side, and Yankton said we've come to play, and we're only down 3-1 right now after the Lakers got the first 3 goals.
Zach Weber's their scorer on this team. He's their senior captain, and
Yep.
he's a big kid.
26 goals and 8 assists right now.
He's a head taller than everybody else out here.
Has 6 goals, 11 assists off the face-off. Weber puts a shot on the Karams wide. Comes out every near side for Varick. Backhanders to the head to Clark. Now for Weber, Lakers intercept. They pick up the puck. They'll clear it out. Taken away by Weiner. Puts a shot on. It is broken up in traffic. Takes it back behind the net. Lakers go after that loose puck along the near boards. But Yankton has it right now. Velek puts it on, broken up in traffic. Weiner puts a shot on, broken up again. Goes a little bit wide. Velek keeps it in. The Lakers get to the puck. Weber goes after it in the corner. Lakers knock him down. They pick it up along the near rail. Come back out of the blue line. Knocked down. They get up with it. This is Bramer. Lost the handle. Got it back. This is Allard. Puts a shot on. And Wagner makes the glove save with 4:50 to go in period number 1. 3-1, the Lakers with the lead. They've outshot Yankton right now 12-5. This is one of the few times I've seen the Yankton Bucks in hockey. Seems like.
Yeah.
And it'll be here, of course, the face-off. That was Green. He was working down there against Kapla. Lakers won the draw. Kapla comes up with that puck, though. Back along the near rail. They'll break out with it now for Abbott. Abbott's a good stick handler as the puck knocked away that time by, well, of course, McBride. Picked up here by Boomsma. Lost the handle. Far side over there. And, of course, for Aberdeen, after player was Coster. Can't say Coster's name in 21 tonight, but we'll get to it. A long pass here. Coster knocks it down. Lost the handle. Picked up here by Bowling. Bowling back ends the puck. Picked up for the Lakers at their own blue line. Runs into Costers along here. Now it's picked up by Evans. Evans takes it, puts a shot, a bullet on that time, right between the defender's legs. But fortunately for Yankton, it was Wagner who made the save and saw it all the way. That was a bullet of a shot. 4:08 to go.
He was bent over in back of the by his teammates over there by his bench, and he got his legs going. He was on the goal in no time.
Yeah, he was. He's really on tonight. And the pass here, up the face-off, long lead pass for Weber. Weber's got that great burst of speed, but they call Yankton for icing the puck. Will bring it down the other end with 4:01 to play. Yeah, you know, you look at Zach Weber, he almost looks like a college prospect, doesn't he?
He's a big kid.
Good stick handler,
Yep.
good goal scorer, good speed. All right, face off here. Workus will face off to the right of Wagner. Yankton zone. Long, they loft it again, as I mentioned, and going after that loose puck will be Wagner, as well as the Lakers' Crayons icing the puck again, called on the Yankton Bucks.
Yeah, and that's a planned play that they do. Weber that time when they faced off, he just took off. He's kind of poised over there again, Jeff. He might do the same thing.
Beebe here in the face-off circle works down there against Weiner. Loose puck here. The Lakers try to hold the zone. Sheehan does so. Parker looks for a centering pass shot by Workus. It got deflected slightly. Keenan was a little bit out of play, Wagner, but fortunately the Lakers couldn't get the stick on the puck for them. For Yankton's place anyway, picked up here by Velick. Plays it around the boards. Foley gets to it, far rail. Stick handles the puck, lost it in the corner over there. Comes down, and of course they lost it to teammate Blum. Loose puck picked up here by Blum. Blum stick handles the puck, almost got tripped. Cuts over the blue line, takes a big hit on the boards. Wagner is out there and in the neutral zone. Played ahead that time by, of course, for the Yankton Bucks, that is Rankin. Rankin, the Lakers shoot it all the way down the ice. Going after that, Beebe puts a shot on that. Karam's wide. Rebound comes way out here. Yankton picks it up, lost the handle. Evans was there, picked up here by Weber. Weber has one play, gets around one man, gets around two, shot on the go. Kicked out that time by McBride. Nice play as he kicks out a Kapla shot from close range. Loose puck far side, Lakers pick it up, 2:43 to go, period number one. We'll talk to the two seniors in between the first and second period. Here comes Evans, stick handling the puck in between traffic. Lost the handle at the last second. Blum keeps it in. Lakers hold the zone. They'll play it around the boards there. And of course, going after that puck near side will be Coster for the Yankton team. And the Lakers, Aller tries to knock it down. Here is Abbott. And coming out is McBride. Plays it all the way down the ice. Icing called there against the Lakers. Still a very good play on the part of the junior netminder, Owen McBride. 2:14 to go, 3-1 the Lakers with the lead. Boomsma, Beebe, and Evans have goals. And Weiner has a goal for Yankton. It's 13-6 shot on goal. Yankton, Watertown with the lead on the scoreboard and the shots on goal. 2:14 to play. It's nice in here tonight.
It is.
Weber on the face-off circle for Yankton. Works down there against the Lakers. And let's see. Loose puck there in the corner. That was off Bowling. Loose puck there, and coming out to jump on that loose rebound is Owen McBride.
Boomsman went off, shooken up a little bit. He took a check right over there against the boards in front of the student section, and he's limping a little bit. It might have been one of those where he got something in the ankle.
Orcus comes out. He'll replace him. Lakers make some changes here. They'll keep Bowling out there nevertheless. Face off to the right of McBride. Face off there. Won by Yankton. Loose ball, loose puck. They score. They got the far side quickly, and getting the goal that time was for Yankton, number 5, Bradley Clark. And suddenly they're back into this hockey game.
So Bradley Clark gets a goal.
And how often we said the last 2 minutes of a period, the first 2 minutes of a period, for Clark, that's his first goal of the year.
I saw that Zachary Weber grabbed that puck out of the net, and he skated over, so they're going to keep that puck for him, for Clark.
All right, so facing off at center ice, Kapla against Crayons. Now they're going to chase Kapla, and they'll bring in instead Abbott. Now they're going to chase them both. No, they're going to make Costers get outside. Costers a big boy.
They're jumping the gun there a little bit.
They're going to chase Costers out for whatever reason.
So they must have told him something at the face-off, and he wasn't listening. So now they're in front of the Yankton bench here, and I don't know what they're going to do with Coster. Are they going to put him in the box? Yeah, they're going to put.
Well, they're
going to put Kopla in the box. I'm not sure what that call is.
I don't
So-
either. So Yankton uses a chance to make some changes.
So there's going to be a
1:56.
power play here for the Lakers.
And it's it is. 2 minutes, of course, for Costers. 2 minutes, and the Lakers will have a power play advantage. 17.6% this year on that.
So I'm not sure exactly what that penalty was. It was a penalty between plays.
Same time on the face-off, they have a penalty. 2 minutes for the game.
Delay of game.
Delay
call.
of game is the call. And that happened on the face-off. So the Lakers on a power play here for the next minute 32, and that's basically the end of the period. So for the full period here, Lakers are going to be on this power
That's
play.
the only penalty so far of the period. Loose puck in the Lakers zone, and they pick up the puck. Rink-wide pass, stretch pass, a little far that time. Picked up here, of course, by Boomsma. Puts a shot on, and the glove save made that time nicely by Wagner. So 1:10 to go, but it's a 3-2 hockey game after the Lakers jumped out to a 3-0 lead. So it'll be over here, Kranz against Abbott. Face-off circle to the left of Wagner. Lakers win the draw. They hold the zone. Shot right on. Save made that time. Kicked out. Rebound. Batted up in the air. Taken back behind the net. This is Bowling. Plays it back. Lakers couldn't hold the zone, and they'll have to go back after that puck. It'll be, of course, McBride. Plays it off the rail that time. Neutral zone picked up by Boomsma. Lost the handle. Played it ahead that time. The Lakers getting a little sloppy. Now they come up with a puck with 45 seconds to play. Austin Green over the blue line in the Yankton zone. To the right side. Tries to get a shot off. Takes it back behind the net looking for a centering pass. Broken up. Boomsma has it right now. Back to the point. Comes back out here, of course, to McBride. Takes it down the right side. Puts a shot on. Save made that time. They shoot. They score! Kranz gets the goal this time.
Austin McBride takes it from the blue line, skates it in, and really nice play down there. Green dumps it over to Kranz. So the senior's going to get himself, his second goal of the year? Is that what I see?
Kranz's second goal of the year.
On senior night. That's fantastic. Nice play.
17-7 shots advantage for the Lakers. We'll get the other assist, I think.
I think it's probably McBride to Green.
Tyler Kranz. Green is his second assist, and Boomsma as well.
That was started by Austin McBride skating it in from the blue line.
So we have 6 goals tonight. Yankton's game last night, they had 8 at the end of the first period. Shot right on. That'll end the first period of play. So the Lakers, 13 saves for the Yankton goalie, Wagner, and 5 saves for McBride in that first period. Only 1 penalty. Coster 2 minutes for delay of game. Yankton kicked it off, or shall we say, stopped it. And let's get you the scoring, recap the scoring of the first period, and then we'll send Jim downstairs, I think, to
We're
talk
gonna have
to
our
the players.
seniors, yep.
Seniors. Watertown broke the scoreless tie, 12-22 of period number 1. Boomsma unassisted, give the Lakers a 1-0 lead. They added their second goal, a BB goal with a Green assist at 12:01. Some 21 seconds later, it was 2-0 Lakers. Then they scored at 9:29 left in the first period with Evans, of course, getting the goal for Max at 8:15. It was 3-0 Watertown, but Yankton said, hey, hold on a minute here. 1:56 to go. Yankton's Clark scores his first goal of the year, and then with 24.9 seconds left, let's see, Clark, I should back that up. 8:15, it was Weiner with Weber assisting, and then at 1:56, Yankton's Clark scoring, making it 3-2. Lakers get that fourth first period goal. 24.9 seconds left. Kranz from Green and Boomsma. So Watertown's goals are Boomsma, Beebe, Evans, and Kranz. For Yankton, it's Weiner and Clark. All right, I think we've got that all squared away. And if you mentioned just one penalty in that first period. Lakers with 4 first period goals, and Yankton right now with 2. It's 4-2 after 1 period of play. So we're glad to have you with us tonight from the Maas on senior night. Watertown girls tied Brookings earlier 2-2. And that, of course, was at the end of regulation, at the end of overtime. That, of course, delayed things. The Watertown boys won the JV game 6-3. And right now, the varsity contest, Watertown has a 4-2 lead after 1 period of play. All right.
We're going to talk to our seniors here real soon, Jeff.
All right.
I haven't seen them show up yet, but they'll be down here in a minute.
Last report, we have the Rushmores leading Oahe 3-1 varsity boys play. That's a big game in the standings. Right now, Watertown leading 4-2. And, of course, we mentioned earlier today, Watertown tying Brookings 2-2 in overtime. And it was Sioux Center over Yankton 9-2. That was in girls action. All right, so we're going to send things downstairs to Jim Lloyd. We can beat him with the mic. You ready?
Penalty box with Parker Sheehan and Kyler Kranz, our 2 seniors on this team. And boys, it's senior night. What do you think?
It's pretty nuts growing up around here, and 14 years of hockey just to and it all ends tonight here at home. It's pretty bad. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, that's Parker Sheehan. And Parker, how long have you played hockey? I know you've played as long as you were able to walk.
I started when I was 4, skating with a fold-up chair actually, just around the rink here, pushing around trying to learn how to skate until I get my own edges. After that, I was pretty much gone skating with the races there.
I remember, Parker, when you were actually quite small when you were a mite or a peewee even. You've always been pretty small, and I remember all your gear was way too big, and it's been a long time. It seems like every time I come to the rink, you're here.
Oh yeah, I try and get around, captain of the team, try and get to as many games as I can throughout the season, show our support just from our varsity team. We're the top notch as we get here in Watertown, so you gotta support the little guys. They look up to us. You can't not do it. Something I know when I was a kid, I liked seeing the big varsity guys at our games, and I figured, well, I'll show those guys what I saw back when I was young.
Yeah, that's great when you can kind of give back like that. Kyler, I walked in here, you look like you were wore out.
Yeah, that number 11 kid's kind of big.
Well, you got a goal in there tonight, though.
Yeah, thanks to Greeno.
Yeah, you were kind of sitting on the porch there, and he gave it right to you, didn't he?
Yep, basically cherry picking.
Kyler, how many years have you been playing hockey?
I think this is my 10th year. I started when I seen The Tooth Fairy by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and I knew I wanted to hit people like he did.
So you didn't start right away, but now you've been in hockey for a lot of years. Of course, like all you seniors are. What are you going to take away with your best memory of hockey?
Probably just scoring goals and hanging in the locker room with the boys.
Yeah, that seems to be what everybody remembers is the guys that you were with.
Yeah, basically, I don't remember many games, but I remember a lot of fun times with the boys.
Kyler, what are you going to do now that you're approaching your senior? You're going to approach graduation. What are the plans?
Probably become an electrician. That's about it.
So you're going to be around here then? You want to stay in this area, or are you thinking wherever it takes you?
Oh, yeah, I got my own house right now, so I better stay for a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Parker, what are you going to do after you graduate?
Well, I plan to stay around here and get my real estate license. I'm going to school for business. I work at Evolution Power Sports right now, and I'm a technician, so I'll stay there and work there throughout college and until my real estate picks up. There's a lot of realtors here in town. Still just stay there and work in that until my real estate stuff picks up, and after that, we'll see where it goes from there.
Pretty content to stay in Watertown for a while?
Oh yeah, I love it here. Everything you could ever want. You walk around the corner and you see 5 people that you know, and it's like, oh hey, all right, you guys are all friendly people. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, you're a guy that I do kind of see sticking around Watertown, and and Watertown's lucky to have you. They really are. I hope you do stick around. So tonight, this team. Did you get a special assignment tonight from the coach? I think he told us a little bit about that. They like to cherry pick a little bit. Did he tell you about that one?
No, I never got any special instruction for him. Kyler over here has got the job of picking up number 11. He's the high scorer in the state right now for our varsity team, or for any varsity team throughout the whole state. So.
Yeah, okay, I thought maybe it was you, but Kyler, he gave you the task tonight to watch a cherry picker.
Yep, basically.
Well, that changes your game a little bit because you end up hanging back, right?
Yeah, plus he's a big guy and he likes to skate past me fast.
Yeah, don't let him get past you. You got to give him a step, right? So you guys, you guys are going to play your last game at home, and that's kind of weird. You know, I know I've gone through it with my kids. And what did your mom and dad tell you going into this game? Did they have any words of advice?
You know, they just told me to go hard, try and score, I suppose, get the last one here in the George, and just go have fun, have a good last game. It's nothing we all knew it was coming eventually down the road, so there's nothing much you can do. Go hard, try and win. Up 4-2 right now. We need to get a couple more quick ones at the beginning of the period and come out strong.
Parker, I talked to your dad a little bit, and he does have a little emotion on this one. He's another person that's been around this rink a lot, and it's going to be kind of weird when none of his kids are around. So just for your sake, he's thinking about it. Kyler, did you get any advice from your parents?
No, not really. They just said have fun.
All right. Well, seniors, thank you guys for everything you've done for Watertown hockey, and finish this one out strong. And let's get into that tournament. All right, guys, have a good one. Yeah, see ya. Back up to you, Jeff.
All right, and we appreciate that very much. And good job, Jim. We got to get the right chord here, and we'll be in good shape. 4-2, Lakers with a 2-goal lead after one period of play here at the Maas on senior night. Glad to have you with us right here on 1480 KSTR. Also, of course, gowatertown.net. You can watch that game. So we look forward to the two kids did a good job, and really it sounds like both are going to stay in the area, which is always kind of nice. We like those youngsters, if I can use that term, to stay in the Watertown area.
Isn't that nice? You know, and you've got two quality guys there that have meant a lot to Watertown Laker hockey, and I suspect them staying around Watertown, Jeff, they're going to give a lot to the community. So that's important. It's nice to see.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see them out here coaching someday.
I wouldn't doubt that a bit. You know, I know Parker especially, he's kind of been, for the lack of a better term, kind of a rink rat since he was old enough, and I don't see him just leaving the rink. He'll be around.
Yeah, that's good. All right, 4-2 right here after one period of play. Second period action coming up shortly. Game tonight being brought to you by Sioux Valley Co-op, Larry's Lumber, Elite Drain and Sewer, Cowboy Country Stores, Leaf Erickson Realtor, Discount Liquor, Riddles Jewelry, as well as Gray Construction and CU Mortgages Direct.
Jeff, we have a final.
All right.
Rushmore Thunder 6-1 over Oahe.
Wow.
That's a game we've been watching. Those are in the teams that are in the top three.
So that's Oahe's first loss. They're 14-0-1, and the Rushmores now are 14-3. So give them 28 points. Oahe has 29. Brookings right now with 30. And right behind all them, Sioux Falls 2 with 24. So Brookings actually leads in the standings with 30 points. Oahe now with 29. Rushmore who's with 28.
And if I were to make a prediction, Jeff, in the state tournament, you better watch out for Rushmore Thunder. They're a good team. And they've beat some good teams. So they beat Brookings this year.
Yes.
And they're going to play well. All three of those top teams are going to be real fun to watch.
In fact, they played Brookings last weekend. They won the first game. Brookings won the second game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so hopefully that will shake out like it does. But I kind of like that Rushmore team. No offense to Brookings or Oahe, but that Rushmore team is playing well.
Well, Rushmore last weekend went to Brookings and won 3-2 Saturday. They lost 4-2 on Sunday. Everything you want to know about hockey is in that little book right there.
Is in that little book right there. You keep track of that little book.
Again, a reminder that our next broadcast, now the Watertown girls play tomorrow 1:45 here, so we hope you can check the girls out. They wrap up their regular season at home. The boys go on the road. They play Sioux Falls 1 tomorrow. That'll be about a 1:45 start if I'm correct also. Tomorrow afternoon, let me double check on that.
And we're not broadcasting the girls tomorrow.
We're not broadcasting the girls tomorrow, so we'll have the next broadcast will be Watertown at Brookings. That'll be a week from tonight. And I think I said Watertown at Sioux Falls 1 tomorrow, 1:45, yes. Then Watertown plays at Mitchell Friday night.
Oh, next Friday they play
at
also.
8 o'clock, and then they play Brookings Saturday night at 7.
So they have 3 games left after this.
3 games left.
After tonight.
Yes. Thought I better reclassify that because I don't think I did a good enough job.
And Coach, we heard from him in the pregame. Having 3 games left after this one, he talks about periods. Let's win each period we play, and that's the way he's looking at it. He's not looking forward to the state tournament, if they're going to get in, if they're not going to get in. He said we need to do what we need to do every period, and it'll take care of itself, and they'll be in the tournament. So.
Well, they have 4 first period goals. That's, I think, a first this year.
Yep.
That they've had 4 goals, but now they come out in the second period. You have to treat that like it's a 0-0 hockey game.
Well, and that's what he's preaching to the kids. We have to play 3 periods of hockey, and he feels that they've not done that too many times this year.
Yeah.
So 3 periods in a row, that's important to coach, and that's what I'm sure he's talking about in the locker room.
All right. We might also mention that there are a number of state tournaments going on around the state this weekend. The girls 14U state tournaments being played in Mitchell. The Pee Wee B's being played in Yankton. Pee Wee A tournament in Brookings. And the Pee Wee C tournament taking place this weekend in Aberdeen. And of course, again, we'll remind you that we'll broadcast all 11 games of the girls' varsity state tournament here from the Maas coming up in March. And the following weekend, we'll bring you all 11 games of the boys' tournament as well.
The girls' tournament here, we're looking forward to that one right here in the Relia Bank booth.
Yes.
Our friend John Winkler from Oahe will be here, and Jeff, of course, and I will be here trying to bring you those games on a live stream and a radio. So that'll be nice. Everybody will have an opportunity to tune in your car, tune in the hotel room, or wherever you would like.
All right.
Stay tuned for that live stream.
All right. Lakers will be defending the goal to our left as you check out your radio dial. Of course, farthest from their bench. And obviously, Yankton will be defending the goal to our right. So we look forward to it. And again, in that first period, it was 13 saves for Wagner for Yankton, 5 saves for McBride of the Lakers.
Yeah, so Yankton not having a lot of shots on goal. And we heard Kyler Krantz talk a little bit about Zach Weber, and they're trying to keep an eye on him. And we've seen that play a couple times. It's a design play where they'll get it and break it out of the zone, and Weber is gone, and he's down in the neutral zone, and they're trying to flip it to him. We've seen that happen a couple times.
All right, so it'll be Weiner facing off for Yankton. Boomsma for the Lakers. Second period play underway. Lakers control the opening draw. Play it to the neutral zone. Weber out there with Weiner. Puck goes back in the Lakers zone, and it'll be Parker Sheehan to go after that loose puck in his own zone. He'll split the defense, take it right up the left wing, overskates the puck, and Weber gets to it. Plays it ahead. Yankton keeps it in at the point. Bowling is over there, gets played to the neutral zone. Yankton gets to the puck. They'll flip it into the Lakers zone. It'll play all the way around the boards, and Weber gets to it at the point. Plays it back deep in the corner. Comes over here is Weiner, and also Boomsma will go after that. Velick puts a shot on a bullet that goes high over the glass, over the top of the cage, off the glass. Loose puck stays in the Lakers zone. Yankton comes out, putting some pressure on her early. Shot on by Weiner, goes a little bit wide. He was hounded that time by McBride. Loose puck picked up by Weiner. Weiner with the puck looking for a centering pass. Had Wagner over there as well. Kicks it over to Weiner from Wagner. Then it goes in the far corner over there. Lakers go after that. Bowling and Wagner. Lakers get to the puck. They'll flip it back to the neutral zone onto the stick of Boomsma. Boomsma down the right side against Velick. Puts a centering pass on a shot. They almost got it in that time. Lakers get the sticks up and everything's fine.
Nice pass by Boomsma. All the way from his bench, all the way to the far side of the goal. That was a great pass.
That was a great pass. Lakers have outshot Aberdeen 18-7 so far in this hockey game. And we're just a minute, 10 seconds in. We have a slash coming up here, I think.
Yep, that's on Bowling. So Bowling's going to go in the box for 2 seconds, 15:50 left in this one, and it's going to be a Yankton power play for the next 2 minutes. I didn't see the slash down there. I got a feeling it happened maybe even after the play on that one.
17.2% as far as Yankton on their power plays this year. So nothing to write home about, but I haven't seen too many teams that are that great. That's just one of those statistics, you know. So it comes back in. Yankton controls the puck in their own zone, though the Lakers won the draw. Bellick flips it around across ice by that time, but his teammate was not there. And that, of course, was Mr. Bergeson. Played ahead here to Weber. Weber in over the blue line, tries to go around the defender, puts the shot on. Save made that time by McBride. Wagner, or I should say Weber, goes after that puck. Played over here, that's Costers. Comes back in, it'll go all the way back into the Yankton zone. They gather in the loose puck right there. And that's Bergeson. Bergeson right size. Tries to go around a Laker defender. Krantz gets on him, puts a hip check into him. Plays it high off the glass. Comes back out here on the rebound to Weber. Weber holds the point for Yankton in the Laker zone. Deep in the slot. Backhander pass that time to Weiner. Plays it back behind the net. Bellick goes after it there. Yankton in the power play for a minute 21. Down 4-2. Puck comes back in the Laker zone. Back to get it will be Evans. But Weber goes back and says, I'll help you with that. And then Max Evans flips it up over the glass.
I think they're going to get a delay of game here, Jeff.
Well, we haven't had that called all year, and it'll be twice in this game.
I think they're going to, it looked like they were going to call that. I might be wrong. But the goalie, Wagner, was trying to get it to his teammate, trying to start out the breakaway, and flipped it right over the top of the bench. Lakers coach calling for a delay of game. Referee's going to go over to the Yankton coach and tell him what's going on. I'm not sure if we're going to get a call here or not. Zach Weber's out talking to the captain. He's talking to the referee. Going to see what they're doing. So we're going to see what this call is.
Yeah, 14:49 on the clock.
They're going to sort this one out. Weber's still talking to the referee. It doesn't look like they're going to put anybody in the box.
Guess not.
Somebody would have to serve that from the bench, I would guess.
Or our officials tonight are Strand, Riddle, Schrader, and Sterrett. They've done a good job.
I don't know what the call is here, Jeff.
I don't either, but nothing's been indicated as such.
Oh, there they go. Now they are going to put somebody. So it is going to be a delay of game there.
Okay, that goes against, of course, Yankton. He's already had 2 penalties.
And Koster's going to.
And Koster gets a penalty, his second.
21's going to serve it, so Koster's going to serve the delay of game. I think somebody on the rink has to serve that. And it was by the goalie. So Lakers are going to be in a power play here. No, I'm sorry, it's going to be 4-on-4. They're going to be in a power play. It's starting in 37 seconds from now.
All right. So the loose puck in the neutral zone picked up here, of course, by the Yankton Bucks. And with that puck right now, of course, is Bergeson. Bergeson lost the handle, then against McBride. Here's Boomsma. Boomsma in over the blue line. Stick handles a puck, tried to get a shot on, broken up in traffic. Loose puck, Boomsma or Bergeson gets to it there. Flips it out here, Yankton does, to the neutral ice area. Weber's out there trailing on the play, comes onto the stick here of Weiner, puts a shot on a bullet. That goes wide. Rebound comes out over here along the near rail. Fans on the pass, picked up here, and we have a whistle stopping play.
That's going to be a trip on Weiner. Somewhat of an incidental trip, but a trip at the least. So we're going to put another Yankton Buck in the penalty box, and that's going to be Thomas Weiner for 2 minutes. So we are going to be 5-on-3 hockey here, Jeff. Laker power play, 5-on-3.
So this will be interesting. Weber will be out there against Kranz on the face-off. puck goes far side. Lakers get to it. They'll play it back to their own blue line. Weber putting pressure on. Lakers play it ahead. Then they get to that loose puck, 5-on-3. Down the left side goes Krantz. Puts a shot on. He scores!
Parker Sheehan.
Parker Sheehan gets the goal.
They got a little out of sorts there, and Parker Sheehan got it from his defensive zone, and he just took it the length. And a real nice shot right in front of the student section, so he's enjoying that one with the students. So Parker Sheehan on senior night. Both seniors have a goal tonight.
That's right. Their lead now is 5-2. Off the face-off, going after that puck, of course, is for Yankton, Kepler. Unassisted that goal. Lakers try to stuff another one in here at 13-15 with a big crowd of people in front of the net.
Scrambling in front of the net. I don't know if Wagner has it or not. I think he must have at some point.
Yeah, Lakers still have a 5-on-4 advantage here for another minute 31. That goal knocked off one of the penalties, but it's still 1:31 to go in this period. Kranz gets out of the face-off circle. Boomsma will replace him against the Weber. To the right
They're gonna do something else here. Referee's coming into the face-off circle.
Wagner.
Oh, they're gonna face off outside the zone.
Okay, just outside the Yankton blue line. So it'll be Boomsma against the Weber just outside the blue line. Off the face-off, Lakers win the draw. Goes across the blue line, Yankton zone, and Kranz goes after that loose puck. Lost the handle, lost his stick. Where is it? And we have another whistle.
This is going to be a Yankton buck. This is going to be a hook.
A hook.
Or is it going to go on Krantz? It's going to go on Krantz. Krantz's stick kind of got hung up there, so our senior, one of our seniors, Kyler Krantz, going to sit for 2 minutes. So it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey here for a while, for at least 1:21, and then the Lakers are going to go on a power play.
You know, sometimes I wish they'd turn that music off.
Oh, they just did.
13:04, yeah. Loose puck here along the boards. Green goes after that loose puck.
They said turn off the music and it quit immediately.
Well, yeah, you got to, you know, sometimes you have to tell somebody. They just can't quite get it fast enough. Loose puck in the neutral zone picked up by the Lakers. Picked up here by Evans. Evans with the puck lost the handle against Green. That's an interesting battle. Those two comes out here and they flip it a bullet into the Lakers zone at far end. Bellick was going after that loose puck. So 12:37. They'll play it louder than ever now.
Yep, trying to get this thing going, Jeff. There's a little energy in here tonight, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
You like the energy?
Yeah, I like the energy, but
it does get a little hard to hear in the earphones, but we'll keep on going, Jeff.
That's right. So Workus will face off here. I'll have a word with him at the end of the game. And Wagner comes up here, flips it off the boards. He goes after that puck, and as does, of course, McBride. Wow, they forgot about us up here. We have to try to talk through all that.
Maybe a letter, Jeff. Maybe a well-worded letter.
Yeah, really. They'd only have to have 2 words. Here's a shot on it, goes wide. 12-13. We have to have a little fun up here in the booth. It's a very festive night.
It is.
Loose puck along the near rail. Battling for it over there comes it. Lakers hold the zone shot that time. Broken up by Wagner off the stick of McBride. Back to McBride, though, deep in the slot. Puts the shot on. Broken up again this time. And that was by Bergeson. Loose puck. Yankton comes up with it to Wagner. Too far for Weber. Played ahead here. Knocked down that time by Bergeson. Loose puck picked up here in the neutral zone and getting on it. Weiner's back out there. Now Yankton's on the power play for 32 seconds. 11:34 to go. Period number 2. It's a 5-2 Laker lead. Far side over there as they try to pin that puck up against the boards. That was Bramer working down there against Kapla. Loose puck going after that, of course. Kapla works against Evans. Evans gets shoved into the boards. Loose puck. Lakers get on that loose puck. Where is it? Picked up here by Blum. Blum along the near boards. Lakers hold the zone. It jumps up over the glass into the Lakers bench. 11:10 to go. We have a stoppage in play with 5 seconds left on the Yankton power play. (21-8) shots on goal. The advantage to the Lakers. They lead on the scoreboard 5-2. Now Green gets chased out. Boomsma gets in there in the face-off circle to the left, and that was against Kapla. Loose puck back in the neutral zone, picked up here by the Lakers. Foley lost the handle, played in by Weiner, and Wagner goes after it. Loose puck in the Laker, back behind the Laker net. Wagner tries to dig it out. Lakers come away with it. Play it off the near board here. This intended for Boomsma, getting out here and then back into the Yankton Buck zone. That's picked up, of course, by Kapla. His rink-wide pass that time for Costers. Costers is a big boy. And it comes out here at the blue line. Wagner couldn't come up with it. Weber couldn't. Weiner takes a shot right at the front of his own bench, picked up here by Kranz. Kranz with a puck far side, gets it around Kapla that time. Stick handles a puck, knocked down at the blue line. Kapla goes after it. Lakers still battling hard. They get it ahead to Boomsma. Boomsma lost the handle, got it back, puts a shot on, he shoots it wide. 10-11 to play in the second period of play. Going after that loose puck is Toms in the Yankton zone. One of their defensemen picked up for the Lakers. Deep in the slot, lost the handle is Boomsma, picked up by Wagner. His rink-wide pass picked up by Evans. Somebody may have been offside here.
That's going to be Boomsma. Boomsma gave a little shove there to Weber after the play. And he's going to go sit for two. Blair Boomsma with a rough. You can bet that the Watertown Lakers are focusing just a little bit on Weber. You can see it. He's their goal scorer. And done a nice job against him tonight. They've tried to rough him up a little bit and assign a guy to him and done a pretty good job. At that time, they get a penalty.
Off the face-off, puck comes back in the Lakers zone. Abbott picks it up, tries to find Weiner, and the Lakers clear the puck all the way down the ice. Back to get it, of course, for Yankton will be Bergeson. He has Velik back there with him. Bergeson with the puck, gave it up deep in the slot, and the shot goes wide as Weiner couldn't get back there to help his goalie out. Beebe along the near boards here. Weiner goes after that loose puck, picks it up. Now backhander this time, gets it to the neutral zone. Kept in by Abbott, gets to the puck back in the Lakers zone. They play it ahead. Long lead pass that time, knocked down that time by Bergeson. Plays it back in the Lakers zone, knocked down by Sheehan. Sheehan works against two people. Nice job, does a great job, gets it over the neutral zone and into and across the line as he works down there against Toms in the Yankton zone. Backhander that time too far, off the stick of Beebe, and we have a whistle. We have another penalty coming up here.
It's Parker Sheehan. He knew it was him. Off. He skated all the way around, went into the penalty box as fast as he could. Parker might be one of the most flexible hockey players I've seen, Jeff. He was going down the far board over there and was knocked about 4 different ways and stayed on his skates.
So now it's a 5-3 advantage for Yankton on the scoreboard for 1:01. Yankton has a 5-3 advantage. You can bet Weber and Weiner and Velik among those out there to Weber. The Lakers played ahead bowling into the Yankton zone. The Bucks go back to get it, 8:45, but 48 seconds on a 5-3 advantage here. Loose puck picked up by Weber. Weber lost the handle, goes back behind the Laker net. Looking for centering pass as Costers right there. Nope, Lakers played around the boards. And Yankton can't hold the zone, but they do in the neutral zone. Cross ice pass that time, Rankin. Haven't said his name a lot tonight. Off it comes here, of course, to Weiner. Lost the handle. Lakers poke, check it away, and play it down the ice. 21 seconds on the 5-on-3 advantage for the Bucks. As they get to that puck, 5-2 Lakers on the scoreboard, up 22-10. They've outshot Yankton right now. 8:07 to go, second period action. Weber lost the handle. It was from Weiner. Couldn't get to that loose puck. Does in the corner. Plays it back for Weiner. Looking for a centering pass. Lakers. Evans has it right here. He'll play it off the boards. And now it's a 5-on-4. And going after that loose puck, of course, for the Lakers is Boomsma. Boomsma out of the penalty box, just at the blue line. Picks it up here. Winds up with a shot. The save made, and the rebound covered up that time by Wagner.
Max
He's
Evans.
only a freshman.
Max Evans had some good rink awareness there. He had the puck way down on the other end, and he knew Blair was coming out of the box and zipped it all the way across the rink. Nice job by Max and Blair.
Yeah, sure was. 7:41 to go, second period action. Nice to have you with us tonight. 1480 KSTR. Go Watertown.net and watch it there as well. As Bowling will face off here against in the zone against Kapla in the Yankton zone. Loose puck over there as Clark goes after the loose puck. Yankton breaks out with it over the Laker blue line. Taken away by Beebe. Nice back check that time. He takes it away, and back to get it will be Clark. Taken away by Beebe. 5 against 5 right there, if you will, numbers-wise. Blum out front, lost the handle deep in the slot. Lakers can't control it. Nice job by Foley. Plays it ahead to Bowling. Far corner over there. Going after that is Blum in the far corner. Takes a check. Actually, that was Clark. And it's picked up by Foley off the boards. Plays it to the corner. Picked up by Yankton. They can't control it in their own zone. Now they flip it out to the neutral ice area. Lakers get to the puck. Lakers have killed off a 5-on-3 disadvantage, but they've also had a couple that they couldn't score on. Green in his Yankton zone. Here's Austin with a puck. Stick handling, working there down there against Kapla. Kapla takes it away. Loose puck back behind the Yankton net. Battling for that puck is Foley. 6:35 to go in the period. 5-2 Watertown to the lead. Comes back out here. Evans at the point along the board. Skates in, gets ridden off the puck. Picked up here by Blum. Blum stick handles a puck. Not the biggest player out there, but he puts it on. Knocked down that time by McBride to the right or left of the goal. Picked up here by Evans. Long lead pass, stretch pass that time. Nice play for Green. Couldn't control the puck. Picked up here by a backhander by the Bucks. Onto the stick, shot out front. Broken up that time as Workus goes after that loose puck. Deep out there as well. They can't get to the loose rebound, and just played off an ankle stick that time of Green. Picked up by Weber. It was actually Evans that couldn't get it off his stick. Shot out front. Evans Weber almost got it in there, couldn't do so. Lakers break it out. This is Kranz. Kranz over the blue line. It was a 2-on-1 if he could have hurried, but he couldn't get the job done. Picked up that time, of course, by Yankton. And it was picked up by Bergeson. Played here in the neutral zone. Back it comes into the Yankton zone, and Bergeson goes after the puck to get it now. Gets some pressure that time from Boomsma. Kranz is over there as well, works against Velik. Loose puck out front, trying to get a shot, broken up in traffic. Long stretch pass that time for Weber. Getting to it, of course, playing it around the boards that time. Comes onto the stick of Weiner from McBride. Lakers will break up ice with it. Down the left side they go. With a puck shot on, a little bit wide of the mark, trying to get a rebound and put it in, couldn't do so. Couple of layers go down behind we have a delayed penalty coming up here. 4:54 to go in the period. A 5-2 lead, and let's see what the call is here.
Jackson Workus got kind of run over in back of his net. I saw him duck. He saw it coming. Couldn't get out of the way, but he just got run over. And they're going to put somebody in the box for a rough on that, and that's going to be Weiner.
Weiner gets his second goal, or second penalty, I should say.
Workus is a little bit shooken up on that one. Glad he saw that coming, or it probably would have been a lot worse. He just ducked down to the ice.
So off the face-off, puck back in the Lakers zone as Abbott goes after that loose puck. Plays it over here. Lakers go after that loose puck along the boards. Picked up here by the Lakers. This is McBride. Stick handles a puck to the blue line. Down the right side, drop pass for Green. Green switches right to left hand to the backhand. Goes in the corner over here. Watertown on the power play for 1:35. Loose puck as Boomsma goes after it against Velik. Takes a big check down there. Lakers hold the zone. Parker Sheehan with a shot. We have a whistle at 4:17 to go in the second.
Booms was going to get a hook.
Well, Boomsma had a penalty early in this period.
Yep, he's going to get it for a hook. He was over in front of the student section here, found himself about half a step behind, and reached out with his stick. Pretty obvious hook, I thought. So Blair's going to sit for 2 minutes. We're going to be 4-on-4 hockey here for 1:26.
We've had 8 penalties this period, Jim. 4:15 to go. Weber back out there. Zach Weber for Yankton. Lakers, though, take it away in the neutral zone. Now at their own blue line, they pick up a loose puck. This is Green. Austin deep in the slot, puts a shot on. Wouldn't go, saved it. Actually, he didn't put a shot on. He pulled the string back, pulled it back. A shot that time off the point from Green would not find the mark. That was Bowling as going after that loose puck out here and picked up here by Mr. Weber. Weber again over the blue line as a man trailing with the play. Abbott stick handles the puck, gets ridden off the puck, looking for a centering pass as Abbott was parked right out front, top of the doorstep. Shot that goes wide to the mark and going after it. Abbott far side, they'll hold the zone. Velik for Yankton. Back over here it comes to teammate. Fans on it. Bergeson fanned on the shot. He just shook his head like, I can't believe I did that.
He missed it by a long ways.
Yeah, he did. And it comes out here to, of course, the Lakers. McBride picked up here again by Bergeson. Puts a shot on in traffic. Broken up. Gets it back again. Rink wide pass. Shot on that time. Goes back behind the net. Still in the Lakers zone. Lakers try to hold the zone, or Yankton does. Can't do so. Back to get it will be Kapla. Kapla with a puck, long stretch pass right side this time. Weber trailing on the play, comes out here, trying to get a shot on. That time was Bergeson, couldn't do so. Loose puck picked up here. Weber tries to step it in, and he and McBride go down.
Weber, he's a big guy, and he's pretty good around the net. He grabbed it from the side of the net and almost got that in. That was right in front of McBride.
2:46 to play in the second period.
He had a couple pretty good opportunities in these last few shifts, Weber did.
5-2 the score, Lakers with the lead. A lot of people here tonight, good to see.
It's blackout night, so everybody's black. Wearing black sweatshirts, black pants.
I guess we're right.
Yeah, we always wear this uniform.
Yeah. And it'll be, of course, Weiner against Workus. Face-off circle. Lakers don't control it. Shot on that time, broken up in traffic. Actually went up over the glass out of play. And that was off Bergeson.
Bergeson whiffed on that one shot, but he's had quite a few shots. He's gotten a lot of stick on him.
Well, he normally plays on a wing, but they have put him back on defense tonight for this game anyway. Weber works down there against Workus. And Weber comes up with it, and we have a whistle.
Workus battling with Weber there.
It's like a man and a boy. I'm sorry, but it is. I mean, he's
Workus looked like maybe his little brother skating buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, Weber's, I would have to think is a college prospect, but maybe I'm wrong. Face off just outside the Laker blue line. Weiner against Workus. Rink wide pass. Getting out at the Lakers. This is Foley. Foley plays it around behind his own net. Has Evans over there. Picked up here by Weiner. Weiner clears it back out here. They'll hold the zone. That is Bergeson. Weiner has Weber down there. Lakers
5-on-5.
14 to go. Both teams at full strength. Lakers will break it up, and losing the handle was Evans against Weber. Picked up here by Velik. Velik with a puck, plays it back in the Lakers zone. Foley will go after that loose puck as he gathers it back behind his net. Lost the handle, got it back, works against Weber. Weber takes it away. He just looks big against anybody. And the face here, loose puck picked up by Weber. Gets knocked off the puck by Foley. He and the official get right in the middle of it. Official was almost pinned up against the boards as well. Comes back out to Velik. Velik gets the pass near side. Shot on the way, broken up in traffic. Lakers out there, McBride. He stuffs it out. Lakers break it away, thank goodness. Down the left side, losing the handle that time. And this is, of course, Mr. Weiner. And then Costers was out there. Here's back the other way. Bowling takes it in. Backhander would not go. A stop save made that time by Wagner. Then he hangs on with 1:04 to go in the second period. Still a 5-2 score.
Owen McBride standing on his head on that last series, way out of position. All the way to the top of the crease, he came sliding out, hustled back.
14-7 shots on goal this period. Watertown with the advantage. They're up 27-12 right now. Off the face-off puck at the Laker blue line, picked up by Allard. Actually, it was at the Yankton blue line. Minute to go in the period. Comes back out here. Lakers with it right now. McBride plays deep in the corner. centering pass, nobody home. Going after that puck over there was Abbott. Loose puck picked up here. That's by Toms for Yankton. Plays it back behind his own net for Wenish. Wenish gets to it, plays it on the right rail. Lakers hold the zone, put a shot on. It goes wide. Turnaround shot on that time by Allard. Would not find the mark. Flips up in the air, back beyond the net with 25 seconds to play. Comes down here along the near rail. Going after that, of course, McBride. Getting in there is Yankton. They'll clear it all the way down the ice. Icing called against the Bucks. That'll be against Kapla.
14 seconds left in this period. 29 shots on goal compared to 12, Jeff.
Yeah.
The Lakers doing a really good job getting it to the net.
Nice to have you with us tonight from the Maas. We're broadcasting from the Reliabank booth. Green in the face-off circle here. Comes over here. Going after that loose puck is Yankton. Couldn't find Weber that time from, of course, Weiner. Loose puck there, goes back behind the net, and that'll end the period.
Yankton really likes to get Weber out in space, and they try to do it again where he just takes off and try to get him one-on-one with the goalie, and they like that matchup. Lakers done a nice job shadowing him as he hangs back the entire game so far.
So 24 saves so far for Yankton's Weber. And so far, 10 saves for McBride in the contest. The Lakers have a 5-2 lead. Let's review the scoring in that second period. Just one goal. Watertown's Parker Sheehan, a power play goal at 13:32, so not 4 minutes into that second period. And the Lakers made it 5-2, and they've held it up, made it hold up ever since that time. They have a 5-2 lead after 2 periods of play. And let's see, scoring for Watertown in the game, Boomsma at 12:22 of the first period, Beebe from Green at 12:01, and then Watertown's Evans at 9:29. Lakers had a 3-0 lead at 1 point. But then Weiner from Yankton, 8:15, Clark from Yankton, 1:56, made it 4-2 as the Lakers got a goal from Kranz, Green, and Boomsma assisting, making it 4-2 after one. They tally the only goal of the second period, a power play goal by Sheehan at 13:32. We had 8 penalties in that second period. Again, 24 saves so far for Wagner, 10 for McBride. Lakers have a 5-2 lead after 2 periods of play, beg your pardon. Watertown girls tied Brookings earlier today by a score of 2-2. They played overtime, and they were still tied. And then, of course, also Watertown JV team with a 6-3 win. And that, of course, was 6-3 win over the same Yankton Bucks. All right, Vince Foley will join us. Talk a little hockey. How are you doing?
Much better now.
Well, I would imagine so now that your Notre Dame team got a come-from-behind 6-5 shootout win over Wisconsin.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
The Gophers are happy about that.
Oh, we'll spare the Gophers. So,
talk a little hockey.
Yeah, talk a little hockey, a little Watertown hockey.
A little
old-time hockey.
The clock back a little bit.
Old-time hockey. Now, that's different than new-time hockey, is that right?
Yep. Let's talk about, you mentioned the Irish, and of course, the Irish have the Shamrock.
Yes.
What was the name of the first Watertown hockey team?
Shamrocks.
The Watertown Shamrocks.
Yes.
Back in the 1900s.
What do I get for that?
A shamrock. A shamrock shake.
Okay. Oh, I like those.
They played down on Bartron Field, down where the outdoor pool is, and there's some game scores that showed up in the public opinion. They played I can't remember the name of the Aberdeen team, but they played the Mitchell Merchants. Watertown Shamrocks would win. That included people like Dr. Brown, who was a member of the team.
Wow.
You
did turn the clock back.
Wow, yeah.
So, yeah, that was a little bit before my time. Not much, but a little bit before.
Was it your dad that was involved in that time?
No, that would have been Great-Grandpa.
Great-Grandpa, all right, great.
Yeah. He didn't play, though. He had been disabled.
All right.
By that time, yep. So he watched.
So how did you get involved in hockey? How did your dad get involved in hockey?
Dad got involved
Just because of your grandpa?
No, that had nothing to do with it actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just they started messing around up at Highland Park, and then I started going up, and Dad, people in the neighborhood, and that's how it got formed. And then some of the people, we back in the day, every parent didn't need to go to every game, and so we'd load in 3 or 4 station wagons. Randy Spivak was our youth coach, and George Heller, Tom Beadnell Sr., John Maloney Sr., oh gosh, I'm going to forget some people, Doug Austin. Load up the station wagons and head across country, drive through the blizzards, and go play hockey. And so our fan base at the time would be 3 dads standing on a snowdrift freezing. That was it.
And I'm assuming if it snowed, they had to shovel before they played, probably.
Well, they had to shovel even when it didn't snow because the ice was natural ice. It would snow up so much. And so the dad crew would head out. And one of the memories that I have is Mark Farrell, Mark Farrell, the dad, I think of Tom Farrell. Tom Farrell going horizontal before he crashed to the ice from about 3 feet as he's out pushing the shovel.
Wow. How much things have changed as we sit here and watch the Zamboni groom this ice, period after period.
That would be an Olympia. We don't have a Zamboni
it's Olympia.
Yet. We need to upgrade to a Zamboni, but someday.
Okay, now that's a good point because you bring up a good thing about Zambonis, and everybody thinks they're always Zambonis, but they're not.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Olympia is kind of like the Chevy and the Ford, so to speak, or...
Well, that'd be the Chevy and the Zamboni's the Cadillac. The Zamboni has a hydrostatic drive.
Okay.
And so it works much better and does a much better job on the ends. If you look, and the old Zambonis, if you see them, you can see where their base is thinner or skinnier than an Olympia. An Olympia goes off of more of a standard vehicle chassis. And Olympia, the first chassis were the old Willys Jeeps. And that's what the Olympia was built on. In fact, Watertown has one of the first Olympias stuck out someplace.
Yep. It's in a shed over at the Parks Department.
Yep.
It's blue and it says Coca-Cola on the side.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that is the property of the Watertown Hockey Association.
Yeah. But they finally drug that thing inside. It's inside now.
Yep. And it's a classic. And Watertown ended up getting it from Aberdeen and brought it down and it served as our ice resurfacer for the first couple of years.
Now that one put all the shavings up into the tub, and then between periods you had to shovel that thing out. It didn't automatically unload. And there's a guy at the Parks Department, Junior Block, said that you had to shovel that thing when it was really cold. You got it outside. You had to shovel so it didn't freeze on you.
Oh, sure.
You get to the end of that tub and it might be froze solid.
Had to shovel fast.
Oh, golly.
Yeah, those are some stories that I've heard through the Parks Department.
Well, and we'd go out of town. It'd be every town would have their dad crew except Huron. Huron was highfalutin. They had a tractor with the scraper on the back.
They made their own.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
We did go upscale after a while and had a tractor with a broom on it, round rotating broom. We didn't get to see it that much because we were in the locker room.
Oh, sure.
You know what the old locker room was?
I can imagine.
The old locker room was a single stall garage with a fiberglass door, and that's where the home team would go. And the visiting team, well, if they didn't go to their mom and dad's cars, we did have a chicken coop next door that they could go sit in.
So how old were the people that were playing? Was it like juniors, seniors, or was it younger?
Well, when I talked about Randy Spivak, he was our youth coach. And at that time we had the high school or varsity team, and that was coached by Donnie Myers. And then they just started adding the younger groups. But when we said the high school team, it was actually just kind of played high school. And then we were under A House, which became USA Hockey, and they figured out, well, it's actually U19 hockey. And so we had one of the best players to come out of Watertown was Greg Canadel, And he went to Lake Area, and they figured that rule out, so Greg played one extra year, and so then they put the Greg Knadel rule in.
He got an extra year of eligibility.
Yeah. So, and considering that he started in 8th grade on the varsity team, that really got the other towns riled up.
And he just kept putting his uniform on, and nobody really knew.
So what year are we talking at roughly with this?
81.
81.
Greg and I graduated from high school in 80. And
you're just a youngster.
Then he went to Lake Area and played one more year.
Wow.
That's a great story.
That's a great story.
See, the Knadels came to town, and Jeff Dunn came to town. Jeff grew up in the Twin Cities. I think it was Maple Grove playing, and then the Knadels grew up in Buffalo, Tonawanda playing. They came to town, and all of a sudden Watertown was really good.
Was that a recruiting process at that point, or who knows?
Well, they were Knadels, so their roots came here. They've had a lot of relatives come through playing too. Not only Knadels, but Maas.
This arena that we currently reside in, when was that built, roughly?
88, roughly 88. Because I came back to town after working in the federal court system after 88 and came back and started coaching. And we were indoors. Well, the rink was indoors, but the locker rooms were garages outside.
Oh, yeah, because the locker rooms that we have now were added, right?
Yes.
Later. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 88. So it's seen a lot of good games here.
A lot of good games. A lot of really good games. And it's a fun place to play if you're a physical team because it's a sub-sized rink. It's actually shorter than most rinks, and so that neutral zone is pretty tight, which if a coach has got his wits about him, he uses it to his advantage.
It's always kind of interesting. I think the years that I've been in this little arena, I think the boards are getting looser. They get looser and looser, and there's so much give in these boards, which is, makes a lot of noise when they crash in.
Right.
So it does have its things that are kind of unique.
But since I came in 95, they've replaced the boards in here.
95, okay, yeah. There used to be an old set of wood constructed boards with poly side. Then they bought these, and these are called batter boards. And they actually, they don't make them anymore. So if we end up with a break, we've got a problem. And we actually have a spot there down under the Foley Law Office sign that there is some weakness and some cracking in one of the boards. There has been for years, but yeah. So we're one Olympia driver's mistake away from a real problem.
And that can't happen.
That's why they don't let dads drive.
Yep.
Have you ever had the chance to drive the Olympia or the Zamboni?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
After hours he drove it. Yeah.
Because I've always thought it'd be great.
Don't tell Terry Kelly.
Okay. I've always thought it'd be great to be able to get on there with a wireless mic and go around and talk to the driver as he's driving. Yeah. I think that would be kind of cool.
I told him he could do that, but he didn't want to sit on the propane tanks.
That'd be great. We'd distract him and right through the boards they'd go.
Yeah, right through the boards.
Yes.
Chuck-a-puck is starting. The fans are throwing a 50-50 pucks out onto the tarp.
Well, and you talk about stories from years gone by, and of course I've talked to Marie Myershuk at Watertown Flowers, and she had a son that played. And she used to stand in a snowbank.
Yeah.
And watch him play hockey. And
we used to when we'd play down on Kempesca Boulevard. The fans would all the players would stand in snowdrifts too, and there were doors, but we'd hop the boards. But on the far side, the fans would all be standing on top of the snowdrifts, and sometimes pucks went in there, and sometimes they didn't. The end boards were not round. We had diagonal sets of boards, so it would kind of go around, but then there was chicken wire on the end, and so you'd go into the boards, and if your arm went through the chicken wire down below the board, you'd come out without your glove. So you'd have to come back and get your glove out of the snowbank. Sometimes a helpful dad would pick it up and throw it over the chicken wire for you.
So when this building was built, was this one of the first indoor arenas in the state, or was it a little late coming?
No, it was about mid.
Okay.
But it was, Aberdeen had indoor ice. Sioux Falls had the Hippodrome.
Yep.
Huron had Sioux Falls had their big ag building. Huron had the Hippodrome. But the other towns were just starting to move in. Mitchell, Brookings first, then Mitchell.
So that was a big deal when we got covered ice.
Yeah,
that was huge.
It really was.
Now, were you in Watertown when we had the 1980 Olympics?
Oh yes, I was sitting 6 rows up, just off the free throw line on the Watertown side of the bench when they announced it in an Aero basketball game. I don't remember when President Kennedy was shot, but I do remember where I was when I heard that they won the gold. Yeah.
Where were you when they won the gold?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a special time in hockey too.
It was fun, and I've had the pleasure of meeting some of those guys in the stuff that I do for National USA Hockey, and they're just normal Joes. You could talk to any of them, and they've got no ego about them.
Well, they weren't supposed to win.
Well, no, they weren't.
The only one I've ever had a chance to talk to is Bill Baker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's been it. So yeah. Oh,
yeah, and they show up at the USA Hockey meetings, and they'll just stroll around and people talk, and and it's not like people are running for pictures or autographs.
Yeah.
So they just enjoy themselves. They know a lot of the people anyway.
All right. Vince Foley, thank you.
All right.
It's been fun.
Next year we'll have more stories.
Okay.
Thank you, Vince. Appreciate it. Vince Foley, full of the history of Watertown Laker hockey, or Watertown hockey. It was the Shamrocks, not Lakers.
Yeah. Well, he had as much fun as we did with that.
Yeah. He's a history book for hockey around here, and thanks to him for coming up and sharing some of that with us, and he loves to pass that along.
Well, and thanks to all the people that have gone before us to create all this to make it is what it is today.
I like the one where you get your arm stuck between the chicken wire and lose your glove. I like that.
All right, face off. Third period underway. Lakers with a 5-2 lead and hopefully win. And the puck flipped into the Lakers zone. In the neutral zone now as Bowling goes after that loose puck. Out there, of course, is guess who? Weber. He works down there. The neutral zone Lakers looking for control of that puck. Can't do so. Now they pick it up. Bowling. Too far for Boomsma. And Bowling was right with him. And the loose puck kept in by Sheehan. Now, of course, with that puck right now is Bergeson for Yankton. Flips it in the Lakers zone. We've rattled off 30 seconds of this third period. A 5-2 Laker lead. They've outshot Yankton 29-13. Loose puck shot on there. Kicked out. Back to the point as Aberdeen holds his own. Velik lost a puck. Lakers take it away. This is Boomsma. Steps around the defender. That, of course, keeps the puck. Puts a shot on. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Save made that time. And, of course, defending on that play was Rankin.
Boomsma's handling the puck tonight very well.
Yes, he is.
He's been all over the rink tonight. Got 2 penalties. He needs to be a little bit careful.
Yeah. We've rattled off 58 seconds of this third period. The score remains 5-2 Lakers on 1480 KSDR off the faceoff. Lakers clear on back. Beebe with the puck in the Aberdeen. I want to say Aberdeen now. Yankton zone puts a shot on in traffic. Kicked out. Lakers with the puck now against Yankton. Out here, Weber hounding the defender, and then they get it ahead to Abbott. Abbott goes after that lofted puck. Lakers knock it away. Kicked out of there that time by McBride. Good job. And the far side, Abbott looks for a centering pass. Puck trickles back into the neutral zone. Wenish clears it far rail over there, of course, for Costers. Lakers battling. That's Foley. Lakers pick it up here with the puck right now. This is Green. Centering pass. Had a man there but couldn't connect. Loose puck picked up by the Lakers back beyond the Yankton zone. Picked up here by Evans. Back it comes now to Foley. Plays it off the far rail. in the corner over there. Lakers controlling the puck. Looking for a centering pass. And a man out there as Evans shoots it a little bit wide. Foley goes after that rebound. Takes it over there right side. Tries to get it out to a teammate. Back behind the net. Picked up here, of course, by Beebe. Beebe comes left side for Foley. His pass broken up. Back it comes Workus. Now to Bowling.
It looks like a Laker power play, doesn't it, Jeff?
It really does. Loose puck out front deep in the slot. Cleared away by Yankton all the way down the ice. And the Bucks are called for icing the puck at 14:32.
Great job of controlling the puck.
So
Looked just like a power play.
Yeah, 2:28 to this third period. Lakers with a 5-2 lead. And they've controlled the situation. 32-14 now, shots on goal. Face off to the right of Wagner, Aberdeen zone. Allard will face off here for the Lakers as Bucks control the puck, the draw. Picked up here, shot on that time by McBride, and Wagner makes the stop. Good crowd tonight for this game. Lakers seniors playing their final home game of the year. They have 2 more games yet. In fact, tomorrow and Friday and Saturday, actually 3 more games yet on the road, as it turns out. This is Parker Sheehan skating in, a poke checked away, getting to the puck, of course, McBride. Off the far rail, picked up here by the Bucks. Bucks clear to the neutral ice area. Weber trailing to the right side. Shot on, save made that time by McBride. That, I believe, was off the stick of Weiner. No, I guess it was Velik.
That was a shot.
It was a shot, and he had Weber, but he, rather than give it up, he took the shot. I think that was a smart play. 14:05, Yankton controls the puck off the draw. Lakers zone. Loose puck, Lakers try to clear it away. Weber deep in the slot. Lakers knock it away. Getting over there is Allard. Runs into his man far side. Bramer gets in there as well. Somebody loses their stick on that. Lakers get it. They'll clear it to the neutral ice area. Getting out there, of course, is Bramer. Bramer couldn't quite get to it. Trailing on the play as Kranz gets ridden off the puck. Shot that time by Allard, a little wide. Bramer goes after it. They play on this line. Foley tries to maintain the zone and does so at the blue line. Plays it ahead, gets around a defender. That's Velik, plays it off the far rail. Goes all the way around the boards out there. The Lakers go after that loose puck. Picked up here, and of course, among those out there is Weiner. Lakers controlled deep in the slot. Backhander that time tried to find Boomsma. Boomsma put it side of the net, shot out front, cleared away by Yankton, the neutral zone. Rolling puck, couple of players go down, Foley picks it up. Foley takes a check at the blue line back in the Yankton zone. They clear to the neutral zone. Bang after it, of course, is Costers. Big boy boards his man up against the boards. Shot on that time, wide by Weiner. We have a whistle at 12:51 to go in this hockey game. Lakers maintain a 5-2 lead.
Getting a little bit chippy, if you will. There were some pretty big checks there, some solid checks. Of course, legal, but
had 8 penalties. Riker comes out here, Reichert, and they're going to chase him back. And now they're going to say too many men on the ice. No, they're going to
wait for one guy.
All right, now they're going to bring out, of course, Toms, Thoms. That is Jackson, Jaxsn, Toms. Kind of unusual one. And it comes out here. Lakers flip it to the neutral zone, skating hard after that puck. Flip a shot on, and Wagner makes the save. That was a heck of a shot by the Lakers.
Yeah, Blair Boomsma showing a lot of hustle.
Oh, he sure is.
He's on tonight, Jeff. I don't know if I've seen him play this fast all year. He's really playing well.
And Bowling plays over here. Actually, that was Green, beg your pardon, and Bowling. And it's picked up here by Kapka. Then Costers flips it in the Lakers zone with 12.5 minutes to play. Lakers take it around, works his way around to Abbott. Still stick handling the puck is Evans. Evans in over the blue line of Yankton, poked away, we have a whistle. Watertown may have been, we're going to
have a hook. Mason Evans had a head of steam. He's hard to stop when he gets going. And they hooked him. That's going to be Koster with a hook.
That's at least his second penalty tonight.
Yep, that's going to be his second.
So face-off just outside the Yankton blue line. Kranz against Weiner. Lakers actually win the draw in the neutral zone. This is Bowling, flips it into the Yankton zone. Velick goes back to get the puck for the Bucks, who flip it all the way down the ice. Lakers on a power play. We've had one power play goal tonight. That was by Parker Sheehan. At 12 minutes to play, we've rattled off 5 minutes. This is Weber skating in. Tries to put a shot on over the top of the cage. Lakers grab the rebound back behind their own net. Weber's a big boy. He provides a lot of presence out there. Lakers get to the puck, picked up here by Kranz at his own blue line. Skates into the blue line, whistles a shot, in and out of the glove that time of the goalie, Wagner, and Yankton clears it away. Sheehan goes after that puck in his own zone, working against Wagner. Picked up here by Yankton. Shot on, save made that time. A beautiful save that time by McBride. That was off the stick of Bergeson. Lakers back the other way. This is Bowling. 3-on-2 if he hurries. Centering pass. Shot. Make big save by Wagner. And it's picked up here by Weber. Weber comes back. He wants to shoot. Knocked off his stick that time. Lost the handle. Tried to find Weiner. Far side, far board. Looks back out here. Plays it back. Sheehan goes after that loose puck in his own zone. Lakers on the power play for another 40 seconds. Wagner works down there against the Watertown player. Yankton holds his zone, putting a shot on, kicked out that time to McBride. Rebound the Lakers deep in the slot, cleared out to the neutral ice area. This is Austin Green. Green puts on the brakes. Went off the stick that time, but Wagner wasn't looking. Takes a big check into the boards. That time by Sheehan. He wasn't looking, and he got smoked. And the Lakers come up with a puck, and they'll skate it out to center ice with 10:34 to play. This is Evans. He puts a shoulder into a man. That was, of course, Mr. Abbott. Or actually, Reichert. Evans, centering pass broken up by Yankton. Lakers put a shot on. That was McBride. Deep in the slot. Goalie is down. Where's the puck? Back behind the net. Lakers controlling. Back it comes here. McBride again. Puts a shot on off a stick. Head it comes here to, of course, onto the stick of Costers. And he gets ridden off the puck that time beautifully by McBride. McBride's all over the ice. With it right now, plays it off the boards. Lenish puts a shot on a bullet that goes wide. Evans goes back to get it. Under 10 minutes to play. Lakers up 5-2. Trying to win their 5th game of the year. They're 4-12. Working with the puck right now, Foley, right wing, puts a shot on. Save made by Wagner. Then the rebound jumps out of his glove. He goes out and covers it up.
Austin McBride making one of the nicest plays we've seen in a while on defense. He's really turned into a great defender.
Yeah. And the best part is with Mr. McBride, he's only a freshman.
Only a freshman. It's hard to believe.
Isn't that cool? Face off right side here, and of course Kranz, the senior, flips it onto the stick of Green, and it comes down here. Shot on, the save made by McBride. That was a backhander that time from Bergeson. He couldn't find the net. Loose puck, the Lakers get to it. Play it in their own neutral zone. Back out here it comes, and off stick, Ballard comes up with a loose puck that time. Takes a check, dumps it into the Yankton zone. That was, of course, by Weiner. Velick plays it around the boards, comes over here to Bergeson. Long pass, goes all the way down the ice. Icing called against the Bucks with 9:06 to play. Lakers about shot. Yankton 39-19. They lead on the scoreboard 5-2. Game tonight being brought to you by the good folks at Prairie Lakes Healthcare System, Reliabank IV, the Realty Team, Brecky Science, Foley Law Office, Lake Area Tech College, and Burger King. Face off to the left of Wagner, kicks that one out. Lakers put a shot on goal. Foley goes after that loose puck. Tries to step around the defender, gets it over here to Green. Green with the puck back behind the Yankton goal. Comes back out here to the point. Lakers hold the zone, steps inside. This time Evans comes back out to Green. He takes the point. Now goes to Evans in the corner. Evans puts a shot on side of the net, wouldn't go. Pulls it back, centering pass. We have a whistle. 8:38 to play. 5-2 on the scoreboard. Lakers with the lead. Watertown girls earlier today. 2-2 tie with Brookings. JV game tonight. Watertown over Yankton 6-3. Face off outside the Yankton blue line. Green works down there against Kapla. Loose puck in there right now. Of course, Costers is a big boy. comes back out here, and Weber and loose puck losing it as Abbott has to go back after his own stick. Another,
We're going to have an interference
whistle.
call. Austin Green, interference. He disagrees, Jeff, but he's going to go into the box. So Yankton's going to go on a power play with 8:26 left in this one. 5-2, Lakers lead.
All right, nice to have you with us tonight. 1480 KSTR. Bowling on the faceoff circle against Wiener. Lakers win the draw. High shot that time by Foley.
Zach Weber positioned himself against the boards over there, Jeff. Did you see that when that play was going on?
Yeah.
He immediately went over to the board, and that's a set play. They're going to try to go to him. He's still over along the boards.
That's right. They
Lakers,
forget all about him.
Evans sees him over there now.
Off
And
the
he's
draw.
going to pinch, or he tried to
they
pinch and missed it.
Couldn't do it. Lakers, there's Kapla. Tries to get a shot in the net in the slot. Wouldn't work. McBride's been very good tonight in the nets. Loose puck, Lakers win the draw. Come back out here along the near rail. This is Evans. Evans with the puck in his own corner, near side knocked away, gets it back, flips it out here, knocked down by a player. This is Weber. Weber skating in, puts a shot on, kicked out by McBride. Owen's been good in the nets. Back out here it comes now to Bergeson, puts a shot in, broken up in traffic. Weber looks for a backhander, shoots wide. Loose puck comes back out to Velik. Lakers down a man, and of course the power play shot here on the way. Broken up in traffic. Lakers sweep it away, flip it down the ice. That was off Bergeson's stick. He has to go back to get it. And Boomsma will provide pressure. So far side there for Yankton, losing the handle, picked up by Velik. Takes a big check that time. Boomsma comes up with the plays at far rail. Comes back to the neutral ice area. Velik has to go back into his own zone to get the loose puck. Comes back out here to Weiner. Weiner with a puck to Velik. Loose puck picked up there. Costers comes onto the stick of Weber. Weber gets hounded, almost ridden down that time. They didn't call the thing. He had a man on his back, literally. 6:55 to go. Coming in here, of course, is Bowling. Wants to put a shot on. Poke checked away nicely that time by Yankton. That was done by Rankin. Gets the puck back here in the neutral zone. Feeds it left side this time for Kapla. This is Weber, puts a shot on, shoots it wide. And McBride's been up to every occasion with 9 seconds to go on the Yankton power play.
We're going to have a hook. We're going to have a hook from the Max Evans. And I believe that was Weber that he hooked. So Max Evans going to sit for 2 minutes. Trying to get the clock right up there.
Had 12 penalties in this game so far.
And they're not real rough penalties. A lot of hooks and trips and things like that. Not violent penalties by any means. Lakers have done a really nice job against Zach Weber. They've really found him everywhere he's at.
Weber, Bergeson, and of course Weiner out there right now. Face off to the left of Owens. 6:34, another 5-on-3 power play for Yankton. They're second tonight. Both teams have had 5-on-3 power plays. This is only for 8 seconds. And then Green will be out of the box. As of course Kepler will knock it off there. Kepler comes back out here with 3 seconds. Now it'll be 5-on-4. The Lakers get a man out of the box. That's Green. Loose puck there. Green goes after that loose puck and knocks it out to center. And going back to get it, of course, will be Bergeson for Yankton. Has to go back all the way in his own zone. That helps kill time off the clock. Long stretch pass, and it really was a stretch pass. Too far even for Abbott to stretch.
Yankton's always looking to push that stretch pass all the time. They've missed it on it a few times tonight, but they're always looking to shoot it down the rink.
They sure are. So face off here. Weber will face off for Yankton. Kranz against Weber. Face off. Kranz wins it. Puts a shot on a backhander that goes wide. Rebound comes out here over here. Picked up by Weiner. Weiner with the puck. Skates out to center ice with it. He plays a lot of hockey. Gets ridden off the puck but stays with it. Gets ridden off. Again stays with it. Goes into and over goalie McBride.
Good job by Parker Sheehan. recognized that breakaway right away, and
Yep.
he stayed right in his pocket
He
all
would
the way.
not give him the space. 119 on the Yankton power play. 5-2 on the scoreboard. Lakers are up right now. They've outshot them 41-23. Off the face-off, that was Abbott. Loose puck picked up by the Lakers. This is McBride. Plays it out here, near side, goes all the way into the Yankton zone. Back to get it. For the Bucks will be Bergeson. Stick handles a puck to center ice over the Laker blue line. Lost the handle, got it back. Comes back out here now for Weimer. Cross ice pass that time for Abbott. Plays it left side for Weber. Weber looking for a centering pass, still handles the puck well. Deep in the slot, drop pass. The Lakers almost knocked it away. Bowling got after it that time, as did McBride. Loose puck picked up here by Yankton. Cross ice, and fanning on the shot was Weber off that cross ice pass that time from Yankton's Bergeson. Loose puck and jumping on the loose rebound, couldn't do so. Now he does. That's Owen McBride with 4:52. Couple of players getting a little
Getting
heated
a little
out
bit
there.
physical here.
Costers, of course, not afraid to use his size and his weight to push people around a little bit.
I watched Weber that series in front of the net. He is so good creating space for himself in front of the goalie. That's where he gets all his goals from.
So face-off coming here with Kapla for Yankton. The Lakers win the draw. That was, I think, Foley. If I'm right, he goes down here. Loose puck picked up by the Lakers. This is Workus. Workus with a puck at the blue line. Poked away that time by Yankton, and that was poked away by Rankin. Loose puck, Lakers get to it though in the Yankton zone. They go back, face it off the glass here. Picked up by Clark. Both teams now at full strength with 4:25 to go in this hockey game. Shot out front. A little wide of Wagner. He's been a busy man tonight, but the Lakers have only 5 goals to show for it. Velik plays it off the far rail, tries to get a man out there. That's breaking down the ice. Lakers wise to that now. Looking out here, shot on that time. Another shot out front in the slot, broken up by the Lakers. They clear it away off the glass, and skating hard after that time will be Beebe. And they'll call icing on the Lakers.
Beebe thought he had it before the icing.
Well, he
was
gave
right
a
on
great
top of
effort
it.
to it.
Yep.
4 minutes to go in this hockey game. 13 minutes rattled off in this period. Allard is out there. Beebe is off. Bramer is off. Off the face-off to the right of McBride. Lakers won the draw, but Yankton holds the zone. Back out here for Wenish. Wenish is hounded there by Allard. Nice play by Allard. Good back check, pokes it out here, and the Lakers work after it. Bramer keeps it out there, working out there. Now, of course, you have Osted out there as well. Logan playing defensively right here to give the defenseman a little breather. Picked up here by Yankton. Cross ice pass, long one for Weber, too far. They played it off the boards. The Lakers, this is Evans, works down there against Wenish. Lakers clear it back into the Yankton zone with 3:24 on the clock. Lakers up 5-2, no scoring in this third period. Loose puck picked up here by Yankton to the neutral zone. Knocked off their stick, Lakers play it back. Wenish goes, plays it around the boards this time for Weimer. Weimer with the puck, flips it out here. Had Weber off his back, picked up here by the Lakers. McBride shoots it wide. Rebound comes out here as Allard goes after that puck, as does McBride. Loose puck picked up here. Weber working down there. It's taken away by McBride. Nicely done. They get it over here to Allard, flips it back in the Yankton zone. They can't let, Yankton can't get head of steam going because the Lakers are doing a great job of forechecking. Coming up here, comes off now to McBride from Allard. Looks for a centering pass, had a man right there. A point blank shot, and making the save is Wagner.
Good vision there by McBride to get that thing all the way across and tried to get Evans on the back door. Timeout, Yankton.
All right, Yankton will use a timeout here. 2:34 to go.
My guess is here they're going to talk a little bit about maybe pulling their goalie, Jeff, at the first opportunity they get. with 2:34 left. Look at the shots on goal. 44 shots on goal. Wagner's done a fantastic job.
Oh, he has. Yeah,
He
39
really has.
saves. Yeah, you're right. I agree. 2:34 tomorrow. Of course, the Watertown girls home. They'll host Huron here, 1:45 in the afternoon. The boys on the road, 1:45 tomorrow at Sioux Falls 1. And then Watertown plays next Friday night at Mitchell. Saturday night at Watertown. We'll bring you the Saturday night contest
Saturday night
from
in Brookings. Yeah, in Brookings, right. Yep. So it's going to be kind of weird tomorrow. I get to watch the girls' game from over there. I haven't seen it. I don't know if I've seen a game over there this year. Maybe one or two. That's it. We've broadcasted a lot of games, quite a few girls' games, all of the boys' games. And the Reliabank booth is the best seat in the house.
I think so.
I think it is.
Yeah, I do too.
It really is.
And we'll be here for the best seat in the house. You'll have the best seat with the state varsity girls tournament from the Reliabank booth. Out here right now, Bergeson stick handling the puck in the neutral zone, flips it in the Lakers zone with 2:24 on the clock. Watertown goes after the rebound over here along the near rail. We have a whistle.
We have an offsides?
I think so. Lakers, the officials have actually done a very good job.
Yep, this is a good crew.
Yes. Schrader and Riddle, Strand. Who's the other guy?
Surratt?
We don't have time to look.
We don't
Up
know.
it comes to Sheehan. Loose puck in the slot. Picked up here by Boomsma in his own zone. Plays it around the rail. Flipped it out here. And Yankton knocked it down in the neutral ice area. And then Wiener dumps it back in the Lakers zone. Picked up here by the Lakers. They'll break up ice. Under 2 minutes to play. Picked up here by Weimer. Weiner with the puck has Zepp Weber in front of him, trailing Weber, but he couldn't get the puck in. Weber's side of the net can't get the puck to go in. He's hounded out there, and where is the puck?
I think Owen's got it. Owen came sliding out with it under his glove. Weber is really solid down there, isn't he?
Yeah.
We were trying to knock him off the puck. And the other thing I noticed with him, he's very patient.
Yeah.
He's a very patient shooter.
Yeah.
But he's kind of taking a beating tonight, but
Yeah.
he really has. He's standing over in the corner right now with his hands on his knees, catching a little break, and they're going to leave him out.
10:30, 1480 KSDR Watertown. Little high stick that time by the Lakers, but nothing was noticed apparently. Nothing called anyway. And we saw it up here, but that's all right. Comes off here, and sometimes those things will happen, and Bergeson clears it around the boards. Velik in the Lakers zone. Watertown clears it all the way down the ice, and Yankton has pulled their goalie with 1:18 to play.
It's amazing how many times they pull their goalie and you and I don't notice.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, 6-on-5 advantage, you're right, because the action gets down to that end, you just don't happen to look left to see anybody leave.
The guy that's not doing the play-by-play should see that. That's me.
I don't know about that. Off the face-off Lakers zone. That was Green out there. You have Wertink out there right now. Weber almost got a stick on the puck. Lakers cleared all the way down the ice. Oh, on an open net, but they couldn't find it. A little bit wide of the mark. They're called for icing the puck with 1:07 to play.
The Lakers had 2 shots full ice at the open net, and that's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, that's right. I could probably shoot 100 of them and get one in.
Yeah.
Off the face-off comes back Abbott with a shot right on. It carries a little bit wide. And Weiner comes up with a puck. 1 minute to play. Lakers up 5-2. Weber just a shot on, broken up in traffic. Weber comes back around again to put a shot on, broken up, pounded by the Lakers. Now picked up by Yankton. Comes back out here. Velik putting a shot on. Lakers clear back out. Abbott knocks it down to the Laker blue line. Picks it up here. Bergeson puts a shot on. And again, a save made that time by McBride. Good job by him tonight. He really has done a great job, I think. 26 saves in the game. 26 seconds to play in this contest. Lakers will win it. They're up 5-2 right now. And Weber hounding that puck. Comes back out here to Weber. We have a delay penalty. Ain't gonna matter really. 16 seconds left. And now we have a whistle and a hook.
Another hook. We've got a lot of hooking calls tonight, haven't we, Jeff?
Yes, we have. 14.5 seconds to go.
Kyler Krantz, our senior, he's going to spend the last 14.5 seconds of his career in the Maas, in the penalty box.
I guess that's one way to look at
It is. So he's going to sit there for the rest of his career at home.
Loose puck goes into the far corner with 7 seconds on the clock. And trying to get up to it, of course, is Bergeson. Yankton trying to break it out, looking for a centering pass. They have 3 guys, and that's going to end it. 44-28. Lakers win it. No goals in that third period, 5-2 final. 44 shots, so 39 saves. And 28 shots, 26.
Kyler Krantz has gone at Weber all night, banging at each other. And as soon as that game was over, Weber and Krantz made up, and we're giving high fives. This Yankton team, Jeff, is no slouch.
No,
I was really impressed. We know about Weber, but Weiner and Bergeson, those are good hockey players.
Yeah.
And that line that they run with those 3 guys, I think is as good as any line in the state.
Well, they
really are.
They're very physical, but they're very big boys.
Yeah, I was
move
really
the puck very well. They shoot very well.
I was really surprised at Weiner and Bergeson how they can fly.
Yeah.
Those 2 guys can really get down the ice, and you put Weber in front of the net, and he's a force down there. He really is.
Yeah, my only question with him is, will he this year? Will he go play hockey someplace?
I don't know.
Or
He
will
sure
he
has
play football.
He has the build for it. He definitely has the build for it. It's just nice to see a kid like that. That he's patient. He's a senior. He's our captain, and it shows. It really does.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. That first line, like I said.